we're done early.
Yeah, right now the SpringLake Earth are singing their school song, and our boys are on the field getting ready to play some football. And we have a tunnel crew up there. We sure appreciate our tunnel crew for all they do for our team. And that's no easy task putting that tunnel up for every game. So thank you, Olga, and all the tunnel crew.
You know what? I also want to recognize a few other people out there. One of them I want to recognize is a little team that goes around all over the state putting on games, and that's going to be the Texas 1A fan. I want to give them a shout-out. And I also want to give Chris Dole with the Lone Star Gridiron, a shout-out out there. And we're going to be doing a little show for the rest of the year on football, covering six-man football. So, guys, if y'all want the best and the inside on six-man football, be sure to tune into the Red Devil Network by way of the Gridiron.
Well, while we're kind of giving people shout-outs, I want to give a quick little shout-out to our crew here. You know, it's came a long ways from me, Sammy, and Boo Boo crowded around one little microphone. You know, we got Carson Kinney down there with the field camera. We got Grady Jackson, part of the tunnel crew, helping us out on the field. We got Trace Davidson upstairs. We got Paige Lopez running the play-by-play, the computer board. Then we got Miss Concho Valley running the motherboard. And then got Sammy Boo and I here in the booth. And this Red Devil Network deal is a really, really neat deal, especially in the kind of the climate we live in right now. You know, if you want to come out and support the Red Devils, you're always welcome. But if you feel like you want to stay home, stay safe, you know, you could be under quarantine or whatever, you got an opportunity just to watch this, you know, and we'll try our best to bring it to you live sitting at your house or running down the road in your car or on location at work.
And speaking of which, I got family out in Crane, Texas, got family in Odessa, Texas, family out in Georgia, and family out in Illinois. And all these are tuning in to tonight's game, folks. We're going to try to put on a show for y'all.
All right, so we have 4 cameras coming at you live here, 4 HD cameras. We'll have 3 right now, getting the 4th one going. We have X keys. We have the latest and greatest equipment for TV broadcasting, all at a little school called Rankin ISD.
Not only just the little school, Rankin, Texas, Sammy and Pete, but I'm sure we talked about this last week, but I didn't have a chance to get in the booth, but the award-winning broadcast, guys, that is a national award. So your hometown heroes, Pete, Sammy, and Boo Boo, brought home the gold, folks. We're talking schools like South Lake Carroll were involved in this thing. We're talking the big schools out in Georgia. We're talking the schools up in Chicago. We're talking California. We're talking Florida, folks. It was a big deal, and this little bitty old place out in West Texas took home the hardware.
And I think we'll have some belt buckles to sport that award, but extremely gratifying to receive that out of every broadcasting company in the entire United States. Something special.
You know, I knew whenever we used to joke around with the Garden City guys that we were the best, you know, in the 6-man, but I had no idea that we were nationally the best.
Well, I'm going to tell you something. I took an injury after that award. See, I was patting myself on the back so hard. I
threw your shoulder out.
I pulled the shoulder. Pete, you just stole my joke, buddy. But it looks like they're getting ready to get going out here, folks. The Red Devils are in the tunnel. Braxton Kirkland in there getting them boys ready to go. Flags are waving. Kids are screaming. Moms and dads in the stands waiting with anticipation. Folks, nobody does it like Rankin, Texas. It's about game time here in Borden County.
All right, now I want to do a couple more little quick shout-outs real quick. I want to thank the First State Bank of Rankin. They've always been big supporters on our little contest we have for our extra points, our cash money field goals. And then we got a new one came along this year. It's for the Beef It Up defensive play. That's going to be John and Amanda Everidge at Everidge Farms. They're going to do, whenever we see a really good defensive play, they're going to do 3 pounds of USDA number 1 grade ground hamburger meat.
And, of course, those awards are given to the moms and dads, as always, out there. So it's just something really fun out there for the community.
Yeah, it's neat about, the couple of the community members, like the Everidges and then the bank, Brian Skian at the bank. It's really neat. It kind of makes it interactive with, people can call us. I mean, not call us. They can text in to us and, give us shout-outs and maybe win a few little prizes. But it's kind of neat to see the interaction because we know – back in the radio days, we could just look at a little dial and we could see how many people were watching. But, with this, we really can't tell until afterwards. So now whenever they're texting us or calling in, we know that there are people listening. It's not just me talking to Boo Boo.
Yeah, and I know you have some props, but we really this thing would not be possible without Paige Lopez and Don Wyatt.
Yep.
They're kind of the producers and really have helped us with a lot of technical aspects. And we've added a third hero to this mix, and that's Kendra Davidson in her AV classes at school. So if you see a video or something, they probably created it. And so those are kid-made by students at Rankin ISD. And so I'd like to give a shout-out to Kendra Davidson in our AV class for some of the outstanding work they've done.
And leading the Red Devils on the field is number 44, Coltrane Cura, running forward with that Red Devil flag, followed close behind by the United States of America, Old Glory. Several kids out there carrying flags. Something new that the Rankin Red Devils have done now, paying homage to America, to Texas, and to home.
All right, I guess where our receiving team is taking the field, and that's going to be number 21, David Bunger, number 7, Isaiah Martinez, number 23, Braxton Kirkland, number 5, Richie Escajeda, and back deep to receive is going to be number 15, Barrett Jackson, and I'm missing one. Let's see. Oh, that'd be number 10, Caleb Aguero.
So by SpringLake Earth coming out and saying that they're going to take defense first, what they're saying is they want to put the Red Devils in a position where SpringLake Earth would go in with a lead at the half and come back and get the ball, kind of playing a little trickery and foolery out there. But Rankin Red Devils absolutely have to do this thing of taking this ball downfield, establishing themselves early, and somewhere down the line getting a defensive stop.
Well, I think this is going to be a really good game, and SpringLake Earth is one of those teams that they're on the move. They have some really good athletes, fast, run the spread, like to throw the ball a lot. Let's see if Rankin can hold up. They had played great against Balmorhea, but SpringLake Earth is a up-and-coming team, and so this should be a really good game here in Borden County this afternoon.
All right, teeing up the ball for SpringLake Earth is going to be number 1, Evan DeLeon, senior.
And guys, pay close attention to number 3, Braxton Etheridge out there. That's going to be the guy to keep an eye on today.
All right, I guess Braxton might be the well. All right, Braxton's going to be kicking it. The other guy teed it up. All right, it'll be number 3, Braxton Etheridge, kicking off the ball for the. And it is a huge boot, and it's going to bounce all the way back to the 10-yard line. Barrett Jackson's going to pick it up, and he's going to be met hard about the 7-yard line.
Yeah, Barrett, a little bit shaky on the pickup right there, but he's going to get rocked on the hit right there at about the 6-yard line. Guys, I'm going to be taking y'all on this side. I believe this is going to be north to south, and Sammy's going to be taking y'all south to north, so we're going to open things up here. Coming onto the field is going to be number 8 for the Red Devils, Blake Wise. And what a quarterback Blake Wise has made so far. This kid's got an arm like a missile, and he's out there to show something. Red Devils coming out in a tight set. It's going to be a 3-2 defense. They pitch back to Braxton Kirkland. That was expected. Braxton's on the outside, dives forward for 5 yards. He's going to pick up about 7 yards, maybe 6 on that play.
And tackle was made by number 36, Keyshawn Holmes for SpringLake Earth.
They're going to spot the ball down at about the 16-yard line. Rankin coming up. It's going to be second down, actually. I believe they got it third up on the board. It's going to be second down and about 5 to go. Braxton Kirkland has got the ball to the outside, but he's hauling a couple people around.
Tackled by number 18, Trace Goodman for the Wolverines.
So Braxton, the workhorse for the Red Devils, folks, and this is the first time I get to say it this year, that's going to be a Red Devil first down. Matriculating that ball downfield, and it's going to be a 3-2 defense by Richland Springs as the Red Devils come out in a tight set once again, J-gun set. They're going to be in the neutral zone. That's going to be a penalty against the nose guard, number 36 of the defense, Keyshawn Holmes, a senior.
And Keyshawn Holmes looks like a heck of an athlete there in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he is a big boy. That's going to step off 5 for the Red Devils, so they're going to open up first down and 10. They're just inside the 30-yard line on their side of the field, sticking in that tight J-gun set. Number 21, center, and number 8, under center. Going to pitch back to Braxton. Braxton's going to pull the old alley-oop. He's looking downfield. He's shaking. He's baking. He runs out of bounds at about the 39-yard line. Let's see where they mark it because this is going to be a Red Devil first down.
Man, that kid is all athlete. Did you see the little flip he made there at the end?
So Braxton, what you saw there was about 75%. He's looking downfield, but he's still picking up big yardage as he moves downfield. Once again, 3-2 defense for SpringLake Earth. Wise under center. He pitches back to Jackson. Jackson's got the ball. He's met immediately. And SpringLake Earth sending out a how do you do to Jackson on the field.
Yeah, it was a good team defense led by number 36, Keyshawn Holmes, for the Wolverines, and there was no gain on the play.
You know, just watching from right here, it looks like it's going to be hard to run right in the inside with that number 36 there.
2nd down and 15. Red Devils coming up to the line. Bunger at center. Wise at quarterback. Gun set. Ball's on the ground. Wise is looking for it. He picks it up, and it's going to be illegal motion on the Red Devils. That's going to back them up 5. So
that's actually a positive penalty because we'll get the down back, but we lose 5 yards. So
that is true.
So I'd rather have the penalty than the fumble there.
That's going to be 2nd down and 20 for Rankin. They're calling the play. And folks, it's really early in the game, no big deal. Number 10, Aguero on the field. If I'm calling the plays out there, I'm going to Aguero here. Let's see what the Rankin Red Devils do. They're in the gun, 3-2 defense. No, they go to Braxton. Braxton in the same hole. And the number 3, Etheridge, making a huge tackle there on number 23, Braxton Kirkland of Rankin.
There's a really good block there by number 21, David Bunger there on the corner. He put his guy on the ground. And there's a lot of tussle in the middle between Caleb and his counterpart. So a really feisty game in the line already.
That's going to bring up 3rd down and 19. 1-yard gain for Rankin on the play. And, guys, as Pete pointed out and Sammy, you just talked about, it is going to be a difficult line to run through. Number 22 for the Red Devils in at center. That's Rudy Escajeda. Look for the Red Devils to power it forward here. No, they trick him up. Braxton's on the run. He's got a man on him, and he's pulled down by a smaller young man. I'm going to tell you something. That isn't a very big kid there for SpringLake Earth, but somebody forgot to tell him. Number 22 of SpringLake Earth, Raul Fuentes, playing lights-out football.
Really good defensive series here for the Wolverines, and they have Rankin backed up. And it looks like it is going to be 3rd down and long.
Yeah, I would have had him at 4, but maybe the referees are going to let this one slide. It's going to be 3rd down and about 35 yards to go for the Red Devils. Red Devils going to stay in a tight set. Wise under center. Kirkland in the backfield. He's looking to throw downfield. He's got his man all the way down. Number 5, Escajeda. Escajeda makes the catch, and that's going to be a Red Devil first down.
What a beautiful catch by number 5.
Oh, man.
Richie Escajeda.
How about Richie on that play? Folks, I know there's a proud mama out there somewhere. Little man making a big play.
Well, a while ago when I gave that weather report, you're actually throwing right into that 15 mile an hour wind gusts.
And at center, once again, the brother, number 22, Rudy Escajeda. Red Devils tight set. They go to Braxton. Braxton powering forward. He's going to pick up 5 yards after initial contact. He's going to pick up about 6 yards on that play. That's going to bring up 2nd down and 11, Red Devils.
That was a nice set of blocking right there in the front on the line. Definitely gave Braxton Kirkland a good hole that he could drive through, and he lowered his shoulder and picked up a couple more.
So the Red Devils going to stay in this tight set. Escajeda continuing to be center. Wise under center, and you've got you got Bunger with the ball. Bunger's going to move forward. They're trying to catch him sleeping, but number 36 wide awake, Keyshawn Holmes. And, Sammy, I believe you said earlier that guy was going to be a problem, and that is exactly what he's been.
He covers a lot of space in the middle. It's hard to get any penetration backwards with him, so he's going to be coming in, moving our offensive line into the backfield a little bit. So let's see how we handle him as this game progresses.
Tight set for the Red Devils. Bunger in the fullback position. They're blocking, throwing downfield to number 5, Escajeda.
Oh.
It's going to hit the defense in the back, and that is a penalty, folks. And the reason that's a penalty is the defender never turned around to address the ball, so the Red Devils are going to get the penalty. That's going to move them forward, and it's a Red Devil first down. Guys, this is exactly what Rankin did need to do, was establish some offense and move down the field. And you notice they're doing it through the air, they're doing it on the ground, and they're not really pulling a lot of trickery out there. They're just playing straight, solid football.
I'd also like to note they're also killing a lot of time, only 5:27.
Wow.
So this is a long drive.
Yeah, if you all remember last Friday night, we were about an hour into the first quarter.
So let's see what the Red Devils do at the goal line here. It's going to be 1st and goal for Rankin. Bunger in the fullback position. Braxton's got the ball, slides to the outside, and that's going to be a Red Devil touchdown. How about your Red Devils moving that ball downfield back home? Honk the horns, rattle the kids. It's game time.
Yeah, great run there by Braxton, but I think I could have ran through that hole right there.
Yeah.
So good blocking on the offensive line.
Good blocking. All right, teeing up the ball for the Red Devils is going to be number 8. Our quarterback, Mr. Blake Wise, and kicking the ball is going to be number 5, Escajeda.
And Richie's the one that made that great grab earlier, and he's also doing a double duty here kicking.
And he's going to be kicking into the wind. So let's see what. The snap is kind of bobbled, but he's got a man. Oh! So the extra point is no good. So with 5 minutes, 24 seconds left in the first quarter, your Red Devils 6, the Wolverines of SpringLake Earth 0.
So let's talk about Rankin on that first drive. Rankin coming out looking very Red Devilish. They're in this heat. They're in that grass. They're just moving the ball downfield. They're not tricking you. If it looks strong side, they're going strong side. But what they did do is they had a junior there, Escajeda, downfield with the ball, and Escajeda making some big plays there for Rankin. Most of our yardage coming on the back of number 5 and number 23 on that play. So, guys, I'm going to say it, Rankin looking good out of the gate.
Now let's see if they can stop the spread, because I think the Wolverines will spread the field out and have a really outstanding spread break. Hey, I'd like to give a shout-out to the Rankin Junior High football team.
Yeah.
They went to Grand Falls yesterday, and they put a whooping on the Grand Falls Cowboys. I think it was 32-0.
It was 32-0.
All right, teeing up the ball for the Red Devils. The kicking team's on the field right now. That's going to be number 44, Coltrane Cura. And part of the kicking team is going to be number 7, Isaiah Martinez. Number 21, Bunger. Let's see, number 14, Harrison Fouts. Number 5, Escajeda. And number 25, that would be Andres Reyes. And Cole's got a little squid kick, and it's going to bounce right at the line. It's going to be fielded by number 30. Number 30 is Kane Tolliver.
All right, so SpringLake Wolverines will now have possession. The ball is about on the 35-yard line. Their side of the field, well, it'll be 1st and 15. We have about 5:23 to go in the first quarter. The score is Red Devils 6 and the Wolverines 0. This is the first offensive possession for the Wolverines as they come to the line of scrimmage, and they're going to be in a spread look. And they're going to have one spread back in the back, and that guy in the back is the big nose guard, Keyshawn Holmes. And they're going to give him the ball running around the side. He's hit immediately.
Oh, my.
What a great defensive effort there by Braxton Kirkland and Harrison Fouts.
Yeah, number 14, Harrison Fouts, came in and gave immediate pressure.
And the Red Devils sent an immediate statement out to SpringLake Earth, reading that play perfectly.
And there's a loss of 7 on the play, and that was a sweep to the left, but Rankin was able to penetrate into the backfield, and Braxton and Harrison were able to make a good defensive play for a big stop, and that'll be 2nd and long as the Wolverines come to the line of scrimmage. And they're going to be in the spread leg, and they have a different spread back in the back, and this is the guy that can throw and catch and run, and that is number 1, Evan DeLeon.
Oh!
And he's hit hard by junior Blake Wise with a nice tackle, and that'll be a loss of another 2 to 3 yards.
Now, the Rankin Red Devils on their toes. Nothing about a hill out here today. Rankin moving forward like a bunch of shotgun shells in maroon.
Yeah, so 2 good defensive plays there for the Red Devils. Let's see if Wolverines come out and try to answer. It's 3rd down and about 23 yards for the first for the Wolverines. Ball sitting on about the 27-yard line. They come to the line of scrimmage. They are in a spread formation, deep spread formation. And they have another different spread back again this time, and it goes back all the way to number 3. That's Etheridge. He throws it deep down the sidelines. Let's see if they called him in or not. And I'm waiting for the referees to signal, and it looks like he caught that ball out of bounds. They're going to call it incomplete, and that'll bring up a big 4th down for the Wolverines. What a throw, though.
Yeah, man, what a snap. Do you realize that they're back about 17 yards on that snap?
Guys, something I'm watching is watch this matchup between number 7 of Rankin and this other player over here. They're yet to go to this side. So number 7, Isaiah Martinez, let's see what he's got in the future because it's going to be a heck of a matchup.
It's 4th and 23. Let's see what they do. They have Etheridge in the backfield. He just made a great throw, but unfortunately it was out of bounds for the Wolverines. And they're in a spread. He can only throw. He cannot run. And number 14, Harrison Fouts chasing. They has a guy wide open 12, but he misses him. The ball will go over downs, and that will be a Rankin Red Devil first down.
Now, he had the arm for that. They had the kid downfield. He was ready to catch the ball, so he was underneath. Etheridge is just going to overthrow him on that play, but we're not going to complain out here in Rankin, Texas.
Man, is that a statement or not? How he go 4 and out?
Yeah, that worried me a little bit. He definitely had some green grass in front of him, so if that ball's on the money, that could have been a score for the Wolverines.
And I think the battle tonight's going to be Isaiah Martinez and number 40, Derek Rosales. Over here, they're yet to throw to the weak side, so let's see what happens as the game goes on. Red Devils break the The huddle, they got a little bit of thunder in their feet. They're going to come out in a tight set. Wise under center. Bunger's out there blocking. With the ball is going to be Jackson. Jackson cuts to the inside. Jackson's going to pick up 6 yards. And that's how you move that ball, folks. Number 15, a sophomore coming to us this year, fresh out of the gates, looking for a lot from number 15. And back onto the field is going to be number 23, Kirkland.
What do you call that? Just ground and pound, right?
Yeah, number 5, Richie Escajeda got a really great block in the middle, sealed his guy, and was able to give a hole there for Jackson, and Jackson did a good job running the ball.
Red Devils coming out in a tight set once again. They're going to go to Kirkland. Kirkland to the outside. He's sliding. He's gliding. And he's going to be just short of a first down. It's going to be Red Devils' 3rd down and about 3 from inside the 20-yard line. But I tell you what, one thing it really sticks out to me is you can tell that Coach Martin and Coach Garrett and the rest of these coaches went out there and they studied this team. It seems like right now they're in Richland Springs' playbook. SpringLake Earth's playbook. Tight set for the Red Devils. They're going to go back to Kirkland. Kirkland to the left side. Kirkland's on his feet. That's going to be a Red Devil first down.
He's brought down by number 15 for SpringLake Earth. That's a touchdown saving tackle. Otherwise, Braxton Kirkland will be dancing in the end zone.
So Avalos telling me that he definitely sees a matchup he likes over there on that left side. He seems to be going to Kirkland over there quite a bit. So from the 7-yard line, it's 1st and goal, Rankin. And on the field, the sophomore, let's see if Barrett can pick up his 2nd touchdown of the year.
Barrett Jackson, number 15.
It's going to be a tight set. They do go to Barrett. Barrett slides to the outside. He's caught, and he's going to go down. Big tackle there by number 36 of SpringLake Earth, Keyshawn Holmes.
Yeah, Keyshawn Holmes, if you don't get him sealed or get a body on him, he's going to be in the backfield.
So the Rankin Red Devils looks like we're going to take a timeout, or they're going to the side. No, that they're just going to talk this one over. So Rankin definitely going strong left a lot on that field. Let's see if they start bringing things back over to the right. Dead center of the field right now.
All right, we're right inside 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Red Devils 6.
2nd down and 10, Red Devils. Red Devils in a tight set. Wise under center. Ball's on the ground. Wise is going to smartly fall on the ball. That's going to be a waste of a down, though, and that's going to bring up 3rd down for Rankin. No gain on the play.
Yeah, that's the second bobbled snap of in the game so far for Rankin, so they got to get the exchange just right. Those are things that happen in early games and early in the season.
So at center right there is going to be number 22, Escajeda for Rankin. Coming back to center for the Rankin Red Devils at the moment is going to be number 21, Bunger. So but with Bunger at center, Red Devils staying in a tight set. All alone in the backfield. It's going to be Jackson. They fake to Jackson. They throw to the corner of the end zone. Escajeda pulling a Julio Jones. That's going to be a – they're going to call it off.
Yeah, he dropped it. When he hit the ground, the ball bounced out.
Oh, man, that looked pretty.
I was ready to start calling a Julio Jones-esque touchdown by Escajeda. But I'm going to tell you what, that shows a lot of know and thought as he's going for that ball, completely concentrating on it, trying to bring it in.
Yeah, he high-pointed it, did a good job timing it, had possession of it, but when he hit the ground, it just bounced out.
All right, folks, here we go. At home, on your feet, it's 4th down. It's going to be about 4th down and 10 for the Red Devils. Red Devils going to come out in a tight set. Braxton Kirkland in the backfield. It is all or nothing. Here we go, folks. Earth is across the line. That's going to be a 5-yard penalty. And does this give them a first down?
Yeah, this will be on the Rankin Red Devils. I think movement on the line.
Okay, I had that one against SpringLake Earth, so I was a little too excited. So Rankin going to make it interesting here. They're going to walk off 5 yards on them. And that's going to bring up a 4th down and 20 for the Red Devils. They love to make it interesting.
This is a big play for the Red Devils. 4th down and goal. They got to get in the end zone here or it's going to be a turnover and downs.
Rankin looks really good on a little pass play to the corners. Let's see if Rankin goes to that. It's a tight set. Goes back to Kirkland. Kirkland looking to the corner. He tucks. He runs. He's going to the end zone. One man to beat. And he's going to be brought down on an outstanding open field tackle by Kane Tover.
Yeah, and that's a touchdown-saving tackle, but that also turns the ball on over and down. So great defensive effort by the Wolverines, and they get the ball back on the 5-yard line.
All right, with 52 seconds left in the first quarter, Wolverines take over, going back the other way.
And you don't see many six-man games where it's 6-0 in the first quarter. Well, I haven't seen many lately.
No.
So this is going to be a battle. It could be a low-scoring affair. Let's see what happens. Let's see if the Red Devils can continue their defensive dominance that they had in the first series. The Wolverines will come to the line of scrimmage, and they're going to be in a spread formation. And back in the backfield is number 3, Braxton Etheridge, and that'll be the spread back. And they're going to pitch it back to him, and he's got the corner. And Caleb Aguero is going to bring him down, but not after a good gain of about 5 yards.
Yeah, they had a really good block down on 23 Kirkland right there. They double-teamed Kirkland, took him out of the play. So that could pay dividends for them down the road.
Definitely. That's one of their best formations they've ran so far. I don't think they've run the same formation yet. They've run the spread several times. That was the first time they had quarterback under center and ran a sweep to the right and were successful on that play. And Etheridge made a good run. You saw his speed right there as he got to the corner. Now they're going to come back to the spread formation, and that's Etheridge in the back. And the quarterback position is the big guy, Keyshawn Holmes. He's going to pitch it back to Etheridge. He can run or throw it. He's going to throw it deep. Hits his man, number 12, Timothy Tenero, and that is a great play, and that will be a Wolverine first down.
Yeah, Isaiah Martinez making the tackle right there. But the Wolverines, guys, I haven't seen that much action moving as far as receivers downfield in any game in six-man thus far.
Yeah, Isaiah Martinez, he came all the way from this side of the field over there.
And I think the Rankin Red Devils are going to call a timeout here, and smartly so, and try to get it right and figure out how to rush the spread back so they can put a little bit more pressure on him and he don't have those easy throws.
I just got a text from Coach Jeff Jones out in Garden City. We all grew up together out there. Folks back home, Jeff. He just let me know that if the kid from SpringLake Earth is named Tenaro, that is Marlena Chambliss' child.
Oh, wow.
Marlena, a cheerleader for the Rankin Red Devils whenever we were all in high school together back in the 90s.
Interesting little fun fact there from Jeff Jones.
All right, well, I got a few little announcements I'll go through while we got a minute. If you need something to do the day after homecoming, that'd be October the 2nd. The Red Devil Color Run will be at the Dub Day Arena, and it's a really pretty neat deal. It's a color run, and I believe it's let's see. Okay, it's $20 for our adult non-cross country members. It's $15 for cross country non-cross country students, and $12 for the cross country runners and coach. And that price includes a race kit that comes with a T-shirt, a pair of sunglasses, individual powder package, an inspirational bracelet, a color blaze sticker, and 2 temporary tattoos.
And for those of you wondering, yes, the Red Devil Network will be a part of that run.
All right. Before we get back to the action, I'll do a couple big shout-outs. We really want to thank Jim Horton. He is our hospital administrator there in Rankin. And a big shout-out to our judge, Dusty Kilgore. They're keeping us up to date with everything going on in this crazy world we live in. We really want to thank our school board. Without them, a lot of this wouldn't be possible.
SpringLake Earth coming out in the spread offense. Red Devils are going to spread it out from coast to coast like butter and toast. SpringLake Earth all the way out in the back. Etheridge with the ball. Makes a quick pitch out to number 1. He makes a little head shake. He's still on his feet. He's surrounded by Red Devils. And number 14, Harrison Fouts, says, that is enough. Get yourself to bed. Game over. And sets him down hard. 4-yarder loss for SpringLake Earth.
That was Evan DeLeon listening to a little bit of Michael Jackson movement and doing a little shake and baking, but Harrison Fouts wasn't having any of it.
So the Red Devils are going to open things up in a 2-3 defense. That's going to put one man back as safety. That safety is going to be number 7, Isaiah Martinez for Rankin. Red Devils drop it down to a 3-2 defense. SpringLake Earth tightening things up. They're going to go down the middle. Braxton Kirkland's all over him, and you can credit that drop pass to number 23, Braxton Kirkland. He was all over number 1 before he even had the ball.
And he just didn't have an opportunity to get in the flat. Now, the guy had a little bit of space in the flat, so if he's able to get that off, they might have had a productive play, but Braxton Kirkland caused too much havoc in the backfield.
The worst part is number 3, Etheridge, was trying to block Braxton, but Braxton just went through him like a schoolyard speed bump. Nobody's paying attention. Just rolling through. So Rankin Red Devils are going to stay in the 3-2 defense. Actually, they're going to break things down. The Rankin going to a 4-2 defense. SpringLake Earth spreading things out. They're going to call this a double set. Number 1 goes back to Etheridge. Etheridge has an opportunity to run. He's got a man on his feet, pitches it out. Braxton Kirkland's got a beat on him, and he's on his feet. He's going to be pushed out of bounds at about the 31-yard line. Big heads-up play by number 23, Braxton Kirkland, staying home in the middle.
And what a flip by number 3, Braxton Etheridge, making that little flip, being heads up, and they're able to get positive yardage. Braxton Kirkland able to knock him out of bounds there, and this will be a big 4th down play for the Wolverines.
Because, Harrison Fouts was back there really quick. I mean, that kid is one of the fastest kids, probably on our football team, but one of the fastest kids in school in Rankin.
3-2 defense for the Red Devils. SpringLake Earth going to tighten things up in this 4th down situation. They pitch back. Quarterback does have the option to run. He's got 21 on him, 17 with the catch, and he's going to be blown up by Wise, and that's going to be a Red Devil first down. How about you, Blake Wise, coming in there and laying the wood on a big play?
Yeah, excellent defensive effort for the Red Devils. The guy that made the tackle had to make it, and he sure did, man. What a defensive effort by the Red Devils.
Yeah, that was something else. And you can see he's kind of a little bit rattled himself.
So there's a big stop out there by SpringLake Earth. Now a big stop from Rankin. Momentum is on the buffet. Who's going to take advantage of it?
All right, so Red Devils will have the ball. It's 1st and 15. The ball is going to sit on the 36-yard line, and it's on the Wolverines side of the field. As the Red Devils come to the line of scrimmage, they're going to be in a jaybird look, and Blake Wise is under center. Braxton Kirkland, the tailback. And they're going to hand it to Braxton Kirkland down the right side. Following Fouts. He has a lot of blocking on front, and he's all the way down to the sticks, but he is just short of the first down marker, so that'll be 2nd and short for the Red Devils.
Man, you talk about getting the block. Fouts was out there doing his job.
I thought Christian Okoye had come back as a high schooler. Did you see how he had his hand on that kid's back moving forward?
Yeah.
All right, so it's 2nd down and short. Ball now on the 22-yard line in the Wolverine side of the field. Red Devils will come to the line of scrimmage. 8:32 on the clock here in the 2nd quarter. They're in the Jaybird formation. Blake Wise has the ball under center. He's going to hand it to Fouts over to the right side. He has a little bit of room, and he busts through, and that's going to be a Red Devil first down.
How about Fouts right there? He stuttered just a little bit, but then he found his hole, followed his blocks, and took it all the way through.
Man, I'll tell you what, that is a state champion pole vaulter right there, Harrison Fouts.
And they're going to set that ball, looks like, on the 13-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal for the Red Devils. This is a 6-point ball game with just over 8 minutes to play. Blake Wise under center at the helm, and he's going to look to throw, and he throws it in the flat to Richie Escajeda for a short 2-yard gain. Good pass and catch, but only for about a couple of yards.
And number 36 for SpringLake Earth. Boy, he was back there. He was looking for something. He just kind of trips up on that turf in there. But Blake Wise, that junior out there, looking really good.
Yeah, he was looking deep, but those guys deep were just covered.
And I can tell that he is having some impact on the players out there. You can kind of see them shaking their legs. I predict some cramps later in this ballgame.
And there's going to be a timeout on the field, folks. 7:56 left in the 2nd quarter, and it's been a great game so far. How about the colors? We haven't really talked about that much, but how about the colors for SpringLake Earth in that green, yellow, and white? Boy, that is a sharp-looking uniform they've got.
Yeah, I thought we came to Green Bay, and we're watching seeing the Green Bay Packers out there.
Yeah, I guess for an older man as myself, that yellow is really hard to read on those jerseys. And I guess that font on the jersey numbers, that's kind of really hard to read.
And guys, we kind of touched on this a while ago, but I do want to commend thus far Coach Avalos and Coach Martin. It really does look like they did an outstanding job scouting out this team, because on defense, we're never far behind from what they're doing or where they're at.
Yeah, and they're really dangerous and have some really good athletes on offense. So Rankin's really going to have to stay reading their keys and making sure that they put a lot of pressure on the person throwing the ball, because under pressure he can't throw as good as he can when you saw what happened when he didn't have pressure, and he can really zing it down the field. All right, Red Devils have the ball. It'll be 2nd and goal. They're going to pitch it back to Braxton Kirkland on the sweep to the left. He's going to cut back to the right, and then he's just going to lower his shoulder, and he's going to be tackled there by number 40, and that is Derek Rosales with a good tackle.
We've got a text-in shout-out, guys, coming in. Amy Cura, school nurse for the Rankin Red Devils, wants to give a shout-out to her parents. They're listening all the way out in Bastrop, so a shout-out to Susan and Dusty Norman.
I've got a few shout-outs. Got Mindy Roberts in White Oak, Texas, and Hal Hutchins listening from home, and then my parents in Burro Mountain, New Mexico.
All right, so Red Devils come to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd down and goal. They're going to hand it to Braxton Kirkland. He has a little of the room to the right, and that's going to be a Red Devil touchdown.
All right, let's see if we can get these let's see if we can give something away from the bank as the kicking team takes the field.
And Darren definitely brought the horn in today.
Yes, he did. He did not disappoint. All right, team with the ball for the Red Devils is going to be number 8, our big-time quarterback, Mr. Blake Wise, and kicking the ball is going to be number 5, Richie Escajeda. And now they got the wind to their back. I believe if they can get a good snap, they can put this one out in the pasture. All right, the kick is up. And I believe that one's cash money right there, fellas. Cha-ching. All right, if you'll the first one to text at 432-693-6000 gets a little prize pack brought to you by the First State Bank of Rankin. And after you win, whoever wins, just go down to the bank, and Brian will have everything ready for you. Just, come and see Brian for all your banking needs at the First State Bank of Rankin, a division of Texas Financial.
Guys, and you know how in life there's always a cheat code?
Yes.
So here's the cheat code I'm going to give you. Brian Skehan told me personally the other day that when people come to get these prizes, they should hug him. If they give him a hug, a tight squeeze, Brian's going to give you just a little extra. So go in there and see Brian. Remember, Brian Skehan, the hug guy.
Yeah. Well, he was telling me, you think these little prizes are nice. Wait till you open an account. Then he can really give you a cap or those little tumblers, whatever.
Boo-boo, I don't think you're winning any brownie points today.
Who doesn't want a hug? Come on.
Well, we would like to announce that we got some brand-new camera operators today, so be patient with us as we learn the new system and break in these new camera guys, because we sure appreciate them giving up their time, volunteering, and just like anything else, it'll take a little bit of practice and try before they get super skilled at it. But thank you, Carson Kinney, and thank you, Grady Jackson, and thank you, Trace Davidson, for running the cameras today.
All right, Will Langley, you are the winner of a prize pack brought to you by the First State Bank of Rankin, a division of Texas Financial. All right, team with the ball for the Red Devils with the wind to his back. It's going to be number 44, Cole Cura. Back deep to receive is Etheridge, number 3. But it's going to be a little squid kick, and it's going to bounce. It's going to be perfectly good. Oh, my goodness. And that is going to be Rankin Red Devil ball. Number 21, Bunger, with a beautiful deal. Going to be brought down right at the 20-yard line.
All 6'9" of David Bunger runs through the line, slaps the ball in the air over the high lines, and then he picks it back up.
Let's give credit where credit is due. Cole Cura.
That was a beautiful onside kick.
What a beautiful kick. And that'll be Red Devil football after that nice kick by Cole Cura, and after David Bunger went and chased that ball down, it'll be 1st and 15, ball on the 21-yard line on the Wolverines side of the field to boot. And the Rankin Red Devils will come to the line of scrimmage, and they'll be in a Jaybird eye look set. And they're going to pitch it to the left to Braxton Kirkland. He got a good 2 blocks.
Oh, man.
Rumbles and tumbles for about a gain of 7 on the play.
We just got a text message from Will Langley. He says, but I probably got to go pick it up, don't I?
Yeah.
Yes, Mr. Will, you do have to go pick that up at the bank.
Don't forget about the hug, Will Langley. And that'll be a timeout there by the Wolverines. So what else we got going on, Pete?
Man, there is a lot going on right now. I tell you, if you don't have nothing to do, you ought to look at this school calendar, because September 7th is going to be a volleyball at against Holy Cross. September 9th is junior high JV football here at Borden County, and that would be junior high volleyball as well in Crane. September 10th is varsity football at Borden County, and then September 11th is going to be a volleyball at Wink. And then also, too, September 11th is going to be the district volleyball. That starts district volleyball. And look forward to our girls doing really well this year. And homecoming's October 1st. And then big shout-out to marching band contest is going to be October 16th in San Angelo. So there is a lot going on. And then we talked about homecoming. So it'll be October 7th is the color run we just mentioned. And we have got pages and pages of stuff, and that's just September. So, I mean, if you've got nothing to do, look online or the Facebook and find out what's going on at the school. And there is something almost every day between cross-country, volleyball, football, junior high, JV. There is something going on all the time.
Guys, and I know we just kind of – we're back to action.
Red Devil's going to come out of that timeout. Let's see if the Wolverines make some adjustments. It is 2nd down. And ball is sitting on about the 8-yard line. Blake Wise under center, and they're going to get him coming off. Let's see if Rankin moved. If not, it's going to be encroachment by the defense. And that will be a 5-yard penalty coming out of the timeout. And I bet that makes the coach from SpringLake Earth furious coming out of a timeout and then have an offsides call.
And this might be enough for a first down. No, it will not be enough for first down.
That would be a heck of a penalty. All right, while they're figuring out, I still got more stuff going on.
It's going to be close, boo-boo.
October 13th is going to be that'll be district cross country in Marathon, Texas. So Marathon is beautiful down there this time of the year.
All right, so that did put them pretty close to the first down marker. So it'll be a second down and a long one as Rankin comes to the line of scrimmage, and they're going to be in the balanced tie-dye look. And they're going to give the ball back to Barrett Jackson, sophomore, and he's hit immediately by their big guy there in the middle, Keyshawn Holmes.
Yeah, I think he got 2 big shots right there, but I'll tell you what, he's popping back up every time, so that's a good sign for the Red Devils.
And so that's going to be a Red Devil first down right there, so it'll be first and goal, and the ball sits on the 5-yard line.
All right, I was fixing to say it's cooling off, but it actually looks like the temperature has increased a little bit.
All right, tie-dye formation. Blake Wise is going to hand the ball to Barrett Jackson. He's hit again. They're right at the line of scrimmage with a good defensive effort to number 40 for SpringLake Earth, and that's Derek Rosales with a great tackle.
Now, Barrett coming out tonight, showing a little bit of those first half jitters he had in the last game. He's doing a little bit of that stutter step. But, guys, we know there is an extremely quick kid in there. We're waiting on that Barrett to come out here.
Yeah, he's facing a little bit of adversity now. Coach Avalos giving him a little kudos there. And here we go, out of the eye. They hand it to Braxton. Braxton's falling all the way in, and that's going to be a Red Devil touchdown.
No stutter step all the way. Freight train Kirkland.
All right, with 5 minutes and 45 seconds left in the first half of this contest, your Red Devils 15, 16, 17, 18. Your Red Devils 20 to 0.
Whoa. I want this to be something they play with Pete on for the next 3 years because I'm still suffering from the Garden City game.
Well, I just looked up at the scoreboard. All right, teeing up the ball for the Red Devils is going to be number 8, Wise. Kicking the ball is going to be number 5, Escajeda. So we're going to do fast fingers, see if this is a good deal. We'll see who can text first at 432-693-6000 and get a prize pack from the First State Bank of Rankin. Oh, no prizes right now. They got number 18 came in there really quick. So right now, nothing.
Let's talk about what happened last week. Red Devils get a 22-0 lead.
Yes.
Then what happened?
Yeah, then
you had the mastermind. I mean, you've got a Vance Jones on the other end. What Vance Jones did was he just simply took what Rankin had to offer and took advantage of it, and he came out ranking. But what did we learn from that? We learned that Coach Avalos is also going to make some adjustments. We learned that our defensive and offensive coaches have the capability to get back out there and play that game. And our kids are going to respond. Those beautiful little foot soldiers out there are going to go out there and perform.
Yeah, I tell you what, when they have Etheridge back there in the spread back position, if he gets a little bit of wiggle room, he can make some things happen. So they're really close to making a big play, but Rankin has been doing a really good defensively. But man, you do see the potential in SpringLake Earth, and so hopefully our guys can keep putting pressure on him because he could explode at any moment.
And you can tell that the coaches absolutely cover and contain out there. They're keeping him riled up right now.
So Braxton Etheridge is just a junior, and number 3 for the Wolverines.
Rankin Red Devils getting ready to tee it up. Pete, Cole's out there.
Well, I was helping Paige find something. All right, Coltrane Cura. And it's going to be another little squid kick. And it's looking good, but Etheridge is going to get it, and he's got a little bit of room, and he's working to the outside, and he finally just runs out of bounds right at the 30-yard line.
How about little number 25, Andres Reyes, out there shadowing him? He was ready to lay a lick on Etheridge right there.
And that's the best name of the whole crew right there, Andres Reyes. Go ahead, Pete.
I was going to say I think that's why Etheridge did hit the outside. He's seen that little guy humming.
From the 30-yard line, 1st and 15, SpringLake Earth. And they're going to get ready. Let's see what they come out with. They've done a lot of that spread offense. Rankin, as Sammy was bringing up a while ago, doing a really good job of containment right now. But let's see what happens. It's going to be a tight set. 3-2 defense for the Red Devils. They go right down the center of the field. Number 36 stumbling and rumbling. And the 2 biggest kids on the field collide. But that is going to be a SpringLake Earth first down.
And the guy with the ball, Keyshawn Holmes, showing that he's not big and strong. He's also got some wheels on him.
Yeah, have you ever seen 2 Greyhound buses collide? I think that's what it was kind of like right there.
So SpringLake Earth is going to come back out. They're going to be in the shotgun. No, they're not in the shotgun. They're going to be in the J-back position. It's going to be the same quick handoff to number 17. It looks like Aguero is going to finish him off. And that back for SpringLake Earth, I had it as 17, but it might have been number 12, Timothy Tenaro.
It looks like SpringLake has a little bit of life in them, man. They have coming out. They're snapping the ball early and really pushing forward here. And 2 good plays back-to-back for the Wolverines.
So what they're doing is just using their quickness to attack that center of the Red Devil line. So they got Rankin over pursuing to the outside, so they're taking it right down the middle. So here we go, folks. It's going to be second down. SpringLake Earth, J set. And it's back to Braxton. Braxton of SpringLake Earth has the ball, throws to the corner of the end zone. He's wide open, and he literally walks into the end zone, and that's going to be a SpringLake Earth touchdown.
Yeah, those guys coming in rushing him, they can't just rush in there. They got to really break it down. And I know they've been working on that all week, but when you get tired, sometimes you forget about technique. But as those guys are approaching him in that spread backfield, they really got to break it down and get ready and not just run right by him.
All right, then that monster of a man, number 36, is going to be the one attempting the extra points. That's going to be number 6, Keyshawn Holmes. And teeing up the ball is going to be number 35, Davey Kendrill. And one step.
So SpringLake Earth guys showing something right there. Sammy, you did a really good job explaining that. But essentially for you kids playing at home, SpringLake Earth took the Red Devils' strength. Our strength was our rush, the way the Red Devils were pursuing and getting after them. They took that pursuit and used that as a weapon against Rankin to open up that backfield. So now Rankin's going to have to play back just a little bit and stay home. So, folks, what we got coming up here at 20-8 is about to be a football game.
Yeah, it's a football game, and Red Devils haven't scored easy. They've had to earn every point they've gotten, and every possession the Wolverines have had a look. They've had an opportunity to make a big first down or score, but just weren't able to connect. Well, they were able to connect that time, and like you said, use that bull rush against the Red Devils. The Red Devils going to have to come in a little bit more cautiously, break it down, and keep him from the corners or running straight up the middle.
All right, 4 minutes, 51 seconds left in the half. 20-8 Red Devils. Back deep to receive for the Red Devils is going to be number 15, Barrett Jackson. Teeing up the ball for the Wolverines is going to be number 3, Etheridge.
Look at Braxton Kirkland, guys. He is soaked from head to toe out there.
Yeah, no cramps yet, but, in this heat, I can fully expect to see some cramps here later in the game. And 2 players here so far are Braxton's on both sides of the ball.
All right, and that's not going to be far enough. It's going to go just barely right at the 40.
Yeah, now Aguero's going to need to back away from that when it doesn't go 15 yards. If you'll watch number 4 for SpringLake Earth, he was trying to push Aguero into that ball.
Yeah. He was making us all nervous there, Caleb. But anyway, that'll be 1st and 15, Red Devil ball, 4:51 to play in the half. And Red Devils 20, Wolverines 8. And we'll see where the ball – they're going to set it on the 39-yard line, Red Devil side of the field. Do have a good attendance here in Borden County. They're handling the heat well, it looks like. We'd like to thank Borden County for hosting this game this afternoon. Red Devils come to the line of scrimmage, Jay Bird look. And that's Wise under center.
Ooh.
Looks like the Red Devils will have a legal motion. It'll back them up 5 yards, or it'll be 1st and 20.
Yeah, I was going to make a comment a while ago. This being a kind of a mid-afternoon game, we traveled extremely well. There's a lot of people made the trek up here to Gale, Texas. And, I wonder where Garden City's playing or Grady or some of those, you might be able to catch your game on the way home.
Well, this officiating crew is going to officiate this game and then go to another game at 7:30 and officiate another. So they're going to pitch it back to Kirkland. He can run or throw, and he's going to look. He's going to dump it to Harrison Fowles. Harrison Fowles catches it in flat and takes the ball to the original line of scrimmage where it'll be 2nd down and about 12.
SpringLake Earth kind of turning it on a little bit, watching their corners, staying home, making the Red Devils do something. So what do the Rankin Red Devils do when we're in this situation? We go right down the middle, baby.
Yep.
All right, so let's see if Boo-Boo is correct. As the Red Devils come to the line of scrimmage, 2nd and 12, and they're going to be in their standard Jaybird lick with Wise under center at the helm.
Oh,
there's another fumble snap. He's able to get it back to Kirkland. Kirkland's going to fall forward and lose about a yard.
Something I'm thinking about is Wise may be suffering from sweat out there. With wet hands out there and as hot as it is out there, that could be playing dividends right now.
Well, I know one factor, and that's number 36, pushing the center back a little bit. I think that has something to do with it.
Yep.
The mini fridge. That's number 36, Keyshawn Holmes, a.k.a. the fridge.
And that definitely wasn't a slam on David Bunger. He just has his hands full today. They're going to pitch it back to Kirkland. Kirkland's looking to run. He's got the outside.
He's got some room.
He's got a block out in front of him. One man to beat. He's going to be knocked out there about the 17-yard line, and that's going to be a Red Devil first down. And that's a great run, following some great blocking there for the Red Devils.
Yes, sir. I see the managers out there rehydrating the team, bringing a fresh set of coolers out.
Guys, when we got a break, JoJo Garrett just sent an amazing trivia question in here, and I want to put this out there.
All right, ball on the 19 as the Red Devils come to the line of scrimmage, and it's 1st and 15. Jaybird look. And their ball's on the ground again.
Got another bobbled snap.
I think that's the 4th bobbled, and I tell you what, when you have a big guy as a nose guard, it's really hard.
That's going to be 5 on the day.
Oh, 5. 5 drops on the day. And you could say it's exchange, but if you watch 36, he's putting a lot of licks to number 21 there. Bunger's having his hands full, but Bunger's doing is giving it back to him, though, too. I'll say that. So here we go.
Yeah, he's dang sure not rolling over.
2nd down, ball on the 20. They're going to hand it to Barrett Jackson going to the right side. He's able to slip through. Nice little run by sophomore Barrett Jackson. Picked up about 3 yards on the play.
And that's what we like to see. Barrett Jackson's quick step to the outside. It was covered, but with his quickness on that quick hop, he was able to get to the outside and pick up those 3 yards.
Yeah, definitely one of his best runs of the afternoon. It'll be 3rd down and about 12 for the Red Devils. And they're on the Wolverine side of the field, and the ball on the 17-yard line.
You know, Barrett was part of that state runner-up track team last year
and
as a freshman.
He has some wheels.
Yeah, he does.
Barrett's still in the backfield, and they're going to snap it, and then Blake Wise is looking to throw. He's got a guy in the end zone. It's Caleb Aguero, and he throws it just too far out of the end of the end zone, and the ball will be incomplete.
You know, I made the comment a while ago about the wind blowing. It is blowing directly straight out of the south, right down the middle of the football field. So I don't think Wise calculated the wind in on that throw.
All right, Red Devil fans, on your feet. Let's go, baby Sammy. It's 4th down for the Red Devils.
Yeah, this is a huge down right here. 4th down. It's 20-8. We don't want to give the ball back right here. Yeah, Red Devils may have to call a timeout. They have 5 players on the field. Caleb coming off Gimpy a little bit. And so they have 9 on the play clock, and that will be a timeout there by the Red Devils so they can talk about it because this is a huge moment in the first half.
All right, let's talk about what JoJo just texted in. I'm gonna read this word for word. Oh, actually, I think it's Mindy who sent this. So Mindy Garrett giving us this little tidbit. She says, "Wow, Manny Ramirez for Texas Tech University." So I guess the coach for SpringLake Earth was a football player at Texas Tech University, and he went on to play a little bit for the Broncos in the NFL out there on the opposite side of the field out there.
Wow.
Interesting.
That is interesting.
So the Rankin Red Devils moving the ball a little bit stifled out there. SpringLake Earth in Rankin in a battle right now, going back and forth. Guys, the heat absolutely a factor. It's got to be at least 101 degrees out there on that field.
The real field temperature shows 96 degrees on the field.
Yeah, and our athletic trainer down there, Jim Sears, I think has really been prepared for this moment because I know he's been talking to the kids about drinking water. And
you see, you all know how that turf is. You know, that turf, you add another 10 degrees. I bet their feet are boiling.
At least. 4th down, big play for the Red Devils. They come to the line of scrimmage. Blake Wise is going to pitch it back to Kirkland over the left side. He's got a little bit of room, but he's not going to get to the first down. So that will be a turnover on downs. Nicely played by the Wolverines. And showing a good defensive effort there. So that'll be Wolverine ball.
So 2 minutes, 12 seconds on the clock. The Wolverines with their 3rd defensive stop of the day. They're going to be coming out from just outside the 10, or from just inside the 10-yard line as the referee makes the mark. So it's going to be 1st and 15, SpringLake Earth, and SpringLake Earth coming out with a different defense. Sammy, they are all over the field tonight, really hard to read. So the Red Devils going to come out in a 2-3 defense. SpringLake Earth coming out tight. It's going to be Etheridge under center, pitches back. Etheridge pitch back to the outside. He's on his feet. He gets pushed out of bounds by number 7 of the Red Devils, and that's going to be Isaiah Martinez saving the day for Rankin.
And that doesn't make Colton Martin happy. He does not want them to get the outside, so we had a little bit of breakdown there on the defensive front. And let's see if Rankin can contain Etheridge and keep him indoors, so to speak.
So what SpringLake Earth is doing right now is they're actually slowing down the ball on offense and giving their running backs an opportunity to stand up and run and take the Red Devils on one-on-one. SpringLake Earth comes out with the ball. They're going strong side right. Pitch the ball back to Etheridge. Etheridge with the option to run. He catches a man in the flat. Number 1's wide open downfield. He's got 2 men to beat, and he's going to be knocked out of bounds by Aguero at about the 38-yard line. That is a Richland. That is a SpringLake Earth first down.
You really want to call him Richland Springs, don't you?
I got Jerry Burke. See, me and Jerry were on the phone last night just talking about the season. You know, he often does call. No.
Call you for advice.
So the ball is going to be marked out at about the 37-yard line. SpringLake Earth, 1st and 15. There's 1 minute, 57 seconds on the clock. The heat a factor. Red Devils dropping into the 3-2. SpringLake Earth coming out in a tight set. They do have a bit of an eye out there. It's going to go back to number one throwing downfield. It's going to be intercepted by number 10, Caleb Aguero. And Caleb Aguero, folks, this makes his 4th interception this year. Back to number one throwing downfield. It's going to be intercepted by number 10, Caleb Aguero. This is last week's Average Farms Beef It Up Defensive Player of the Game, and it looks like he's going for it again.
Yeah, he likes that title. All right, that replay was brought to you by Miss Paige Lopez. She is the lady on the replay, and she's been waiting all day for that.
Good job, Paige Lopez. Yeah. You're doing a heck of a job over there. All right, so Red Devil have the ball. What a big defensive stand. Red Devils coming to the line of scrimmage, tight eye formation. And let's see if they can make something with 1:50 to play in the half. Their pitch is back to Barrett. Barrett's going to squeeze through the middle.
There's a flag on the play.
And this might be a face mask on number 5 of Rankin over here on the outside. I'm waiting on the call.
There's a little tussle between 5 and 12.
Yeah, that'll be a holding on Rankin. That'll be a 10-yard penalty. They'll replay first down.
All right, 1 minute, 45 seconds left in the first half of this contest. 20-8, your Red Devils.
So a minute 45, that means there's still 2 touchdowns out there on this field.
Yeah, there could possibly 3.
So the Rankin Red Devils lining up. Hey, and as you look out there on the field, guys, the flags are moving. Definitely some wind picking up out here.
Yes, sir, and we got a little cloud cover right now, so it cooled it off to about 100 now.
Sammy, they're lined up.
All right, so here we go, I formation. First and a long ways, and that's going to be another penalty there. That's 2 penalties back-to-back for the Red Devils. They're really putting themselves in a tough position here. Yeah,
Coach Avalos got his hands on his hips, getting a little upset over there at the moment.
And rightfully so. You don't want to back up, and especially after a big interception. That's the time to really strike. And I know Garrett Avalos really likes to strike after big plays, and it kind of kills the spirit there when you have 2 penalties in a row.
That momentum.
Yes, sir. All right, here we go. I formation. Red Devils handing it up the middle to Barrett. Barrett's hit immediately at the line of scrimmage, and that'll be a loss. So that's going to back us all the way up to the 3-yard line. It'll be 3rd and forever for the Red Devils. Let's see if they can make something happen under these circumstances.
Well, they're bringing up Muscles and the big boy. Onto the field is going to be Fouts and Kirkland. So the Red Devils going to try to strong arm this one.
And it shows that the Wolverines have 2 timeouts left, but I'm not sure if that's accurate. So I'd like to know how many timeouts SpringLake has. It says 2 on the board. And if they do, they might have some time to get the ball back and try to score. It shows that the Red Devils have 0 timeouts remaining. So let's see what happens. Red Devils have the ball, and they hand it to Braxton Kirkland up the middle. He's got the outside. And 1 man to beat. And he is going. He's at the 30. He's at the 40. He may go all the way.
He is going all the way.
That's Braxton Kirkland for a Rankin Red Devil touchdown.
How about you, Braxton?
That was a huge, 70...
And he is going. He's at the 30. He's at the 40. He may go all the way.
He is going all the way.
That's Braxton Kirkland for a Rankin Red Devil touchdown.
He called in for the Red Cross, and they were way too late.
All right, so that's a great run by Braxton, following some great blocking with 52 seconds remaining in the half.
All right, the field goal team takes the field. Team up the ball is going to be number 8, Wise. Kicking the ball is going to be number 5, Richie Escajeda. With the wind at his back, they're waiting on the snap right now. Kick is up. And that one is no good. It's going to be just a little bit wide. So with 52 seconds left in the first half of this contest, 26-8, your Red Devils.
So Braxton Kirkland, Rankin Red Devils got their back up against the wall. What do? You bring in Fouts for the big block. You've got Bunger out there downfield hitting. You got your Restory Red Devils doing their thing, and you got Braxton Kirkland just stumbling, rumbling. Larry Zonka down the field. And Braxton showing some of what made him a starter as a sophomore when he came up in that Westbrook game so many years ago. Braxton's got wheels.
He sure does. He is fast for a big guy. He was on the 800-meter relay I think 2 years ago. Can run a really good 200 meters, under 25 seconds for a big guy like that. It's pretty impressive.
Well, and the only thing about Braxton is he just put on way too much muscle. Is that a problem? Or?
All right, speaking of big guys, number 44, Cole Train Cura is teeing up the ball for the Red Devils. He had an excellent onside kick a while ago, so let's see what he's got in his bag of tricks. Checking in for the kicking team is going to be number 15, Barrett Jackson. And that's our speed squad out there right now. And it's going to be another little squid kick, and it's going to bounce perfectly to number 18. And he's going to be brought down hard. Oh, the ball's on the ground. Oh, they're
going to rule it down.
They're going to rule it down. All right, so he's going to be brought down by a whole host of the Red Devils, led by number 14, Harrison Fouts. And that ball's going to be placed right about the 35-yard line.
So here comes SpringLake Earth. They're breaking the huddle. They're coming out. Well, actually, they're going to the huddle. Coming to the huddle is going to be number 1, Yvonne DeLeon. SpringLake Earth has to act now. They've got 48 seconds on the clock. They do get the ball after the half, but you know they need this score to pick up some momentum going in at halftime. Number 12, Timothy Tenaro, son of Marlena Chambliss, formerly of Rankin, the center for SpringLake Earth. Little tidbit from Jeff Jones. Ball to the outside. Number 1 has the ball. He throws a bomb downfield. He's wide open.
Oh, my
Caleb
goodness.
Aguero had a hand on it. Number 18 makes a performance play on the ball. Hats off to number 18, Trace Goodman, the senior for SpringLake Earth, making the play there. Any other time on any other field, Aguero knocks that down as he did.
What a play by Trace Goodman there.
That was just crazy athleticism right there.
They quickly break the huddle. No time to waste. They're coming out in a tight set. Number 36, Mini Fridge in the backfield. Timeout, Red Devils. Guys, Sammy, Pete, Keyshawn Holmes, the senior, lining up in the fullback position. 26 seconds on the clock inside the 5.
I'm trying to really figure out how many timeouts the Red Devils have, because the board shows 0, and so I think they got those. I think
yes.
Wolverines are out of timeouts, is what I think, and so they don't have an opportunity to maybe call a timeout.
Out there,
well, I think whenever they've seen us, whenever they were
number one throwing downfield, it's going to be intercepted by number 10, Caleb Aguero. So we just had the replay, folks. It was up. And then you can see the kid just going downfield. The ball gets hit, picked up into the air. Aguero makes a play. Folks, I'm going to tell you something. Aguero made a 5-star play, but the kid on the other end of the ball made a 6-star play.
Yes.
So, okay, what we did see when they came out in their tight Jaybird set was that number 36, Keyshawn Holmes, for the first time today, lined up in the fullback position. So look for SpringLake Earth to go strong side, barrel him through the line, and see if they can open up a lane for either number 1 or Etheridge as they bust through the line.
All right, they got defense on the field. Let's see what happens.
SpringLake Earth coming back out on the field. Keep your eye on 36 in the fullback position. Red Devils in a 3-3 defense. There's the snap. They go to 36 in the middle of the field. He's met by the Red Devils, battles his way downfield, and he's going to be brought down at the 1-yard line.
No timeout.
17 seconds on the clock. 36 with the ball again. He's on his feet, and that's going to be a Wolverine touchdown.
Wow, what a run there. I'll tell you what, that was good defense, but they just couldn't stop the big guy from getting in. Keyshawn Holmes wasn't having it, and he did everything. Shout out to that young man. That was a great run.
Well, and not just him. He had the support of his whole team. They were all behind him pushing. All right, teeing up the ball is going to be that man that just made that big touchdown, number 36, Keyshawn Holmes. And if you look, he's a one-step kicker, and he's kicking into the wind. Let's see if we can get a Red Devil back there and block that. All right, they're waiting on the snap. And the big one step, he boots that one all the way back to the parking lot. So with 10 seconds left in the first half of play, 26-16, your Red Devils.
So if you're the SpringLake Earth Wolverines, what you're going to do here is you're going to come out on the field. You're probably going to kick it short. Don't want to give Jackson of the Red Devils a chance to run that ball downfield, leave them with one play, back things up, and kind of close things out. What this does here, folks, 16-26 is only a 10-point lead, and this will give SpringLake Earth momentum going in as they come out. Rankin has to kick the ball to the Wolverines, so this could get really interesting here.
I think the Red Devils do have at least one timeout, maybe two. I think they got the timeouts backwards. I wish they had them right up there, but if the Red Devils have at least one timeout, that'll give them 1 to 2 plays to get this ball in the end zone.
All right, Barrett Jackson back deep to receive for the Red Devils, but I am going to say that there is going to be the frontline guys to watch. Number 21, Bunger, number 23, Kirkland, and on the end over there, number 22, Escajeda. I believe that if I'm not going to Tony Romo, just predict calls, but with 10 seconds left, I'm looking for an onside kick right here. Yep, notice the ball is laying flat on the side with the seams on the bottom, so look for an onside kick right here.
It's called a watermelon kick.
A watermelon. Watermelon. And that's exactly what it was.
Oh, SpringLake Earth
they
comes
are
up
going
with
to come up with it.
And that should never happen. The coaches are not going to be happy about that.
Well, I think Escajeda was kind of anticipating it going outside, and he didn't bail on it. And
there is a flag back here.
Yes,
this is going to be a big penalty. This is going to be offsides. It's going to be re-kick. And what a turn of events right here.
That is
it went
gift.
from a turnover to they're re-kicking. And, wow, what a gift for the Red Devils.
Rudy Escajeda actually over there kissing the referee right now. No, coming onto the field for the Red Devils is going to be Blake Wise out there on the outside.
All right, so what do you think, Sammy? Are they going to try it again or just try to
They're going to do the same thing.
All right, well, we got a different man in that position now, so maybe they might try to kick it to the other side.
And what a great kick, a great watermelon kick. I remember Dallas Cowboys doing that last year in one of their games and getting it back and doing that old watermelon kick.
All right, the front line guys, number 21, number 23, and number 8 are right at the 40-yard line. Etheridge is teeing up the ball in the deep kick position. It's not laying in the watermelon spot, so let's see. Barrett Jackson, number 15, is back deep to receive. So let's see what happens. And it's going to be a big kick back to Barrett. Oh, and it's going to bobble off Barrett's leg, but he's going to come down right on it at about the 24-yard line. So it'll be 6 seconds, so Red Devils will have time for another touchdown.
Barrett early in these games having a little trouble, getting those receptions. But, guys, I'm going to tell you something. This is going to be somebody you're cheering down the road, hit district. He just got to get those little shakes out.
Yeah, if he comes up under the ball and catches it, he could be gone.
Oh, yeah.
And it's all about confidence. He'll start gaining that confidence as the years go on. Especially by the fifth or sixth game of this year, he'll look like a whole different player. You watch. And Red Devils under center here, and that's Blake Wise. He's looking to throw, and he has a little bit of pressure. He dumps it to Harrison. Harrison has the ball. He has lots of speed, and he's going to run all the way and get knocked down about the 24-yard line, and that will be the half.
How about Brett Favre Wise out there with a little shovel pass? Rankin looking good, and that's what they needed to close out this first half.
Well, they can go into the locker room now with a little bit of positive, a little bit of momentum going because, Rankin Red Devils are ahead 26-16 right now, but you all know as well as I do, a 10-point game and a 6-man game is basically a tie.
Especially whenever the Wolverines deferred. And so they'll get the ball to start the second half.
All right, and, it looks like the band's going to take the field. And real quick, I want to mention about the band. Big shout-out to our band. Their contest is October 16th in San Angelo, so clear your calendar to go support the band in San Angelo at Marching Band Contest, October 16th.
Well, Kokura suiting up with his tuba, getting ready to go. I tell you what, this guy does it all. Onside kicks, motivates the team, plays the tuba, drove the bus down here, and in a few minutes he's going to go down there and heat some hot dogs up for your delicious pleasure out here in Borden County.
There's a couple of them. There's number 88, Moses Almagar, and then number 32, Max Morgan. They play dual roles here in Rankin. They're also on the football team. They're also big members of the band. So I really appreciate Coach Ablos, Coach Martin for letting these guys come off and at least participate in everything.
All right, so Bobby Templeton getting the band ready, and we're going to keep the camera rolling while our band is marching. Looking forward to see them march here in Borden County.
All right, while we're getting ready for the band, I'll be doing a couple quick little announcements. September 7th is volleyball at Holy Cross. September 9th is junior high and JV football, Borden County. September 10th is varsity football in Borden County. And September 11th, volleyball in Wink. September 14th, volleyball at Midland TLCA. And September 15th is high school and junior high cross country in Mertzen. So there is a lot of stuff going on, and that's only gets you to about the 15th. So there's a lot going on right now. So check Facebook and schools' websites for everything going on right now.
I am poetry.
I am CX debate.
Out on the field now for their performance. Reagan fans, get on your feet and give them a big round of applause.
There you go. There's the Red Devil Band. Not a lot of numbers this year, but there's definitely a lot of quality out there. Thank you, Bobby Templeton and John Bryant, for working with these young adults and making them love music and making us proud as Red Devil fans.
Well, you know, it's just the tradition of a marching band on Friday afternoons, you know, Friday nights, come out and watch it. You know, for a band of around 20 people, you know, they put out a wall of sound. I mean, they're really, really loud, and they're really, really neat. And I like this R formation right here. You know, all of our fans standing on their feet, clapping along with the band. Like Sammy said, you know, thank you, Bobby Templeton and Coach Bright. I mean, man, these guys are really great.
How about Coach Bright? He wears some lots of hats for
He
the
does.
district, you know, being this JV volleyball coach, assistant varsity volleyball coach. And he's also our tennis coach, which did very good last year. And also works with the band, does multiple things. You're proud.
Yeah, and also not counting his real job. He's a teacher and has got about 5 or 6 classes. You know, so he's definitely full.
And there they are coming, marching in the R, representing Rankin well here in Gordon.
Again, big round of applause for your Rankin Red Devils.
We have about 53 seconds on the clock before we get into the second half. And just to remind the audience that the Wolverines from SpringLake Earth won the toss, and they elected to defer to the second half. So they will be getting the ball to start this affair. And with only a 10-point deficit, anything could happen in this ballgame.
Yes, sir. Well, you know, I've got Rankin to win by 114, but I will tell you this. This game is not over. There was adjustments made, and there was water cans kicked across the room. I guarantee you that Wolverine field house a while ago was probably on fire. So you get ready for them to come out. And like Boo-Boo's, you know, Boo-Boo's already make some predictions what he would change if that was his team. And that number 36, he's been something to watch all night long. But get ready to see him again.
Well, I'm going to do a little Tony Romo. I'm predicting 2 interceptions for Caleb Aguero in the second half. Says I think SpringLake Earth is going to look to throw the ball downfield, and they're going to try to get the ball into number 3's hands and give him the opportunity to run or pass here in the second half.
Yeah, because, you know, that number 3, if you watch him, it's kind of like what we talked about a while ago with Barrett. You know, we have really haven't seen his greatness because we've kept him hemmed up so much. But that kid's got so much athleticism and so much speed. When he gets to the outside, you know, he's going to be gone.
All right, boys and girls, here come your Rankin Red Devils. And you can see from the heat, the yellow and white and the maroon and white coming out staggering just a little bit, man. But what a contest it's been. 26-16, and the tell of the tape is, what will SpringLake Earth do when they come out on offense? My early prediction is they're going to start using Etheridge back there as a decoy, running left and right as they try to open up that backfield and drop the long ball over the Red Devils.
All right, so Red Devil coaches down there getting all the players fired up as they go out to kick off the ball.
All right, our kicking team takes the field in the second half of this contest. Coltrane Cure is getting everybody lined up. He's got the tee in his hand. He's waiting on the ball. Back deep to receive for the Wolverines is going to be number 3, Etheridge. And Boo Boo's already got a prediction on him. He's going to be fired up this second half. Cole Cure's teeing up the ball. Got the kicking team all ready to roll. And here we go. The second half is underway. And it's going to be a little squid kick, and it's going to be brought down by number 30. Number 30 is Kane Tolver. I think they were ready for a big kick, and so that was really good that we did do that onside kick because, he was back there ready to go. He's fired up.
All right, so it'll be 1st and 15, SpringLake Earth Wolverines here to start the second half. And it's a 26-16 ball game. Only 10 points separate these two fine clubs as they start the second half and come to the line of scrimmage in a jaybird look. And that's Braxton Etheridge, the tailback, and they're going to hand it up to the middle to the big guy. And he's hit hard there by 21, David Bunger, with a nice tackle, and helping in that tackle is number 8, Blake Wise.
So whenever they're doing something like this, they're setting it up for downfield. So look for the third down big play. So second down ought to be a quick run for these Earthers.
And that's about a 6-yard gain there, and for the Wolverines as they come down to the line of scrimmage with 9:30 and ticking. In the second down play, they're going to spread right formation with the slot pro set. And they're going to pitch the ball to the ground, and it's anybody's ball, and it looks like SpringLake Earth is able to recover.
So what a play by the Rankin Red Devils. Defense all the way back in there. Number 21, David Bunger doing David Bunger things. Also by his side, number 23, the veteran senior Kirkland. Red Devils pursuing hard, but watch that pursuit on this third down.
Yeah, that's a big play there. The Devils had an opportunity, but the kid from SpringLake Earth wanted that ball a little bit more there. And so it'll be 3rd down and 14 as the Wolverines come to the line of scrimmage. Going to be in a slot right formation, spread. They're going to pitch it back to the spread back. He can run or pass. Etheridge is looking down deep. It's going to be intercepted by Caleb Aguero, and he could go all the way. He's at the 20. He's at the 10, and that's going to be a Red Devil touchdown.
Pick 6 for number 10. That's going to be his second one of the year and his 6th
run or pass. Etheridge is looking down
deep.
It's going to be intercepted by Caleb Aguero, and he could go all the way. He's at the 20. He's at the 10, and that's going to be a Red Devil.
Watch right now. Miss Lopez has the replay on.
Yeah, we're going to need just a little more time to get on that, guys. We're over here jumping up and down and celebrating.
All right, teeing up the ball for the Red Devils is going to be number 8, Wise. Kicking the ball is number 5, Richie Escajeda. He's going to be kicking into the wind. He hasn't had much success tonight with the extra points, but let's see if we can give away a prize from the First State Bank of Rankin real quick. Waiting on the snap, kick is up, and it's not going to be any good. So Brian's going to keep a lot of prizes this week because that will be our 4th one we've missed.
Now, I made a prediction at the beginning of this half, and my prediction was that Caleb Aguero is going to have 2 interceptions. Well, he already has 1, and it's not just an interception, it's a pick 6.
Guys, I want to talk about the unsung hero on that play. Number 14, Fouts, back there all over Etheridge. He's on his side as he throws the ball. So, Etheridge, we're going to give you 0.5 on that interception along with Aguero because that was a team play come together.
Real quick, before we start again, I really like giving stuff away. So, the first one to text me at 432-693-6000 gets 3 pounds of ground hamburger meat from Everidge Farms, courtesy of John and Amanda Everidge. And let's get fast fingers going because I know that Hal Hutchins has been craving some hamburger, and that's USDA ground choice hamburger meat. Teeing up the ball for the Red Devils is going to be number 44, Coltrane Cura. Back deep to receives, number 3, Etheridge. All right, Cole's up, and it's going to be another little squid kick, and it's going to be fielded by number 40, and he's going to weave away right outside, right about the 40-yard line. He's going to be pushed out of bounds by number 5, Escajeda.
So Richie making the big play out there. Richie been a solid football player for the Red Devils all day. SpringLake Earth coming out, folks.
Will, you cannot win again.
They finally put the ball down. It'll look like on the 37-yard line. Wolverines will have the ball. They come to the line of scrimmage, and they're going to be in a spread right formation. And they have Etheridge in the spread Run pass option position in the back, and he is a dangerous man back there. Oh, excuse me, that's number 4, Jerry Gallegos.
How about you, Braxton Kirkland coming in, busting things up like a gangbuster. Also helping him out there again, number 14, Harrison Fouts. Fouts is coming on like a storm today.
One thing the Wolverines are doing, they're really mixing it up. They snuck number 4 back there, Jerry Gallegos. He hadn't been in the spread position yet, and he was during that play. And what they did is they put Etheridge in front to block for him. So doing different looks here, and they're doing the same formation here where they have Etheridge in more of a blocking position, but he could also make it where he throws it. So let's see if they give the number 4 the option to run pass right here. And they do. They're going to give it to number 4, Gallegos, around the corner. He's got a good block in front of him, and Braxton was taken down there by the blocker out in front, and that's going to be a good play for the Wolverines.
Yeah, number 21, David Bunger looking for the contain out there. SpringLake Earth coming up, blocking that well, but it's only going to be an actual 4-yard gain for them. So it's going to be 3rd and 11 on this play.
All right, and the winner of the 3 pounds of ground hamburger meat is going to be Miss Juanita Pruitt. And Juanita says, big shout out to Paige. I love the replay. You guys are awesome. And
she loves to hear that.
And Pete, you are amazing. Okay. Maybe I'm not allowed about that.
All right, here you go. Spread formation, 3rd down and about 12. They're going to pitch it back to number 1 here, and that's DeLeon. DeLeon looks to throw it, looks to dump it, and the ball falls incomplete. And that's going to bring up 4th down for the Wolverines.
So Braxton Kirkland and Braxton Etheridge are locked in like 2 bulls colliding right there. Braxton Kirkland looks over at the ref and at the sideline, but Braxton, you're okay. As long as the ball's in play like that downfield and he's not across that goal line, you're free to knock him up like that.
All right, here we go. 4th down and about 12. See if the Wolverines can make something happen or if the Rankin defense can get a turnover and downs. Come to the line of scrimmage in a spread formation, balanced spread. Etheridge is the spread back this time. They're going to pitch it back to Etheridge. He's looking to run all the way. He's got a little bit of edge, and he's going to be brought down there by number 8, Blake Wise, and that will be a Rankin Red Devil first down.
How about your Red Devils playing beautiful defense on the outside? They brought in number 36, Holmes, to block on the outside, and the Red Devils as a team make the play. Well-coached group of kids out there. Coming onto the field for the Red Devils, number 5, Richie Escajeda, 1st and 15 from the 1st and 15 from about the 37-yard line. It's going to be David Bunger under center, Wise at quarterback, Aguero pointing down his man. Jay Bird set. It's Braxton to the outside. Braxton slides back to the middle, still on his feet.
Oh, my goodness.
He's at the 20, the 10, the 5, and it is a penalty, folks. There's a penalty, and generally when it's on that side of the field, it's going to be against the Red Devils. It's going to be the White Hats on the field. It's going to be holding against Rankin, and that's going to bring her all the way back. And what a momentum killer on that last play.
Yeah, what a run. You see that little spin move Braxton Kirkland made there? He looked agile right there. He kind of looked like an NFL running back there for a second, but unfortunately there was holding, and they're going to bring that ball back. But, man, he's coming across the field. He's winded right now.
Sammy, could that be a little foreshadowing? Let's say like in 5-10 years we look back, and then he says, my high school superintendent just said, and then that replay comes on right there, look like an NFL running back.
That would be neat.
So the Rankin Red Devils break the huddle. SpringLake Earth coming out in a Rankin defense, a 5-1 defense against a tight J set. They're going to go back to Jackson. Jackson stuttering just a little bit, and he's going to be held up by number 36, Holmes, of the defense. No gain on the play. That's going to bring up 2nd down and about, well, let's just say 25, I would say.
Man, I think that number 36 has Barrett's number. He can't do anything without that guy right on him.
Yeah, we missed a couple of blocks there on the left side, so Barrett really didn't have anywhere to go. It wasn't his fault. And so if they can give Barrett just a little bit of space, watch out. And I predict in this 3rd quarter that's going to happen.
So the Rankin Red Devils break the line, come out in a tight set. It's going to be a 5-1 defense by Earth. They're going to go to Jackson. Penalty on the play, and that time Jackson may have broke away.
Yeah, it's going to be a legal motion, I think, called on the Red Devils. That'll back them up another 5 yards.
So Rankin looking at a 2nd down and 52 miles for Rankin. Guys, I'm going to tell you something, though. It doesn't matter where you are on this field. Rankin will attack that middle. And SpringLake Earth is looking for Rankin to go, between the 1 gap and 2 gap. They're loading up with 5 down linemen and playing Rankin straight up right now. So it's going to be a battle of wills. Let's see who bends. It's going to be a tight formation for the Red Devils. It's going to be a 5-1 defense. They're going to go to the middle. To the outside is Jackson. Jackson slides back to the inside. And number 36, Holmes, makes the hit.
Right on him.
And Jackson does pick up about 3, maybe 4 yards on that play. So it's going to be 3rd down and long, Red Devils. And, guys, when I say long, I'm talking 3rd down and 30.
Now, what Coach Avalos is thinking right there, Barrett, he could either take the middle or take the outside right there. I think he had the outside. And he once he realizes that he's one of the fastest kids on the field, he'll start seeing that.
Yeah. Well, all he really needs is a little confidence. After he makes 5 or 6 touchdowns and, you hear everybody cheering his name, but right now, this is his first year on varsity and he's the fastest kid in the school, and he's just a little nervous.
Well, we saw the progression of Rodriguez over the years.
Yes,
Rodriguez used to come up with them quick steps. Yeah. And once he figured out, hey, I can just run for this thing, it was a different ball game.
Yeah, I mean, just like Justin Rodriguez, once he figured out he's so fast.
Bunger with the ball. He's going to center at quarterback, number 10, Aguero. Aguero takes a snap, pitches back to Kirkland. Kirkland looking downfield. He's pushing him off of him. He's going to go ahead, tuck, and run. He's on the sideline. He's going to be knocked out at about the 36-yard line. That'll take him back to the original line of scrimmage, folks. That's going to bring up a big 4th down. Red Devils in the middle of the field. What do you do if you're the Red Devils, SpringLake Earth playing defense?
Man, I'm saying throw the ball. Put Aguero out there.
So this right here, traditionally, and I'm talking from the last 2 years, Rankin Red Devils are going to run off tackle to the left side, and they're going to take her in for a 1st down. But let's see what happens. Red Devils in a tight formation, 5-1 defense by SpringLake Earth. Aguero takes a snap, pitches back to Kirkland. He throws the ball downfield, and it's going to be it should be interference. He never turned around on defense, and the ball hit him in the back of the helmet. So we did get that call earlier. This does turn the ball over. Where does this put SpringLake Earth 1st and 15 going back the other way?
I like what Richie Escajeda did there. He still turned around, made a good play on the ball, and almost even ended up catching that ball. But, wow, it was a pretty good effort by SpringLake Earth, so they'll have the football now.
All right, 5 minutes and 9 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Your Red Devils 32, the Wolverines of SpringLake Earth 16.
Let's see if the Red Devil defense can hold 1st and 15 Wolverines as they come to the line of scrimmage. Ball on the 37-yard line on the Red Devil side of the field. A little bit of discussion happening here with the chain gang.
Looks like there's.
I think it came loose over there.
Yeah.
Fouts is down there talking to the ref right now. Fouts is over there like, hey, ref, I can squat about 580 clean right now.
Yeah, Fouts is down there talking pole vaulting, I bet. He's like, yeah, you see this state champion ring right here? All right, they got the chain gang back up.
All right, here we go. It's going to be a Jaybird look. And they're going to hand it up to the middle to their big guy, number 36 with the ball. That is Keyshawn Holmes. And he is still going and going. He is not going down. The ball's on the ground. It's a turnover. Rankin Red Devil ball. Red Devil ball.
It's going to be a Red Devil. First down.
And Blake Wise did not give up on that football. He kept ripping it and ripping it and ripping it.
All right, we got a little replay of
Keyshawn Holmes.
So you
he is going and going. He is not down. The ball's on the ground. It's a turnover. Rankin Red Devil ball.
Red Devil strip the ball. Folks, from the 20-yard line, 1st and 15, here come your Red Devils. What an amazing play, guys. That's not getting down. That's staying on your feet. That's staying conscious of the play. Rankin comes out. The center is Escajeda. Blake Wise back at quarterback. They're going to hand off back to Kirkland. Kirkland off the right side. He's got a small hole, and it looks like it's going to be a holding call against the Red Devils. This one might go against – it's a face mask.
Yeah.
So it's Caleb Aguero and Fouts were on that side of the ball right there. So one of those two kids is going to be called for it. This is a big penalty, 15-yard penalty, and that's going to back him up quite a few yards. That'll definitely put him inside the 10. And that's going to bring up 1st down and about, what would y'all say, about 25, 30 yards?
Yeah, halfway to Big Spring.
Actually, folks, I was a little zealous on that play. It's going to put him out about the 14-yard line. So 4:57 left on the clock, 32-16. Rankin with the ball. Under center is going to be Wise. Tight set, 5-1 defense for Earth. Braxton Kirkland off left side. He's pushing forward. He's going to pick up about 2 yards on that play. Big tackle by number 40 of the defense, Derek Rosales.
Yeah, that number 40, he's been involved in pretty much every defensive play, but, he's always kind of shadowed by that number 36.
So Aguero comes onto the field. Let's see if the Red Devils are going to pass their way out of this. Aguero showing he's got that flash for dash out there on the outside. And Blake Wise definitely has the arm to get it there. We're going to have number 22 at center for the Red Devils, Escajeda. Blake Wise under center, 5-1 defense, fake handoff. He's on the run. He's got Aguero down the sideline, and Aguero just not going to get there. So that's going to bring up 3rd down and about 20 for Rankin.
Guerrero had a little bit of space there. Ball was thrown a little bit wide. Definitely something that they try again. They can hook up in the future. But sure like the way that Blake Wise has been throwing the ball this year. And I tell you what, Caleb is definitely a ball hawk on both sides of the ball.
Yes.
If he can get it, he's going to get there. So that one's just a little overthrown outside there.
Yeah, Blake throwing across the body, moving to his right out there on the field, trying to throw into that right corner. And it just proved to go just a little bit to the outside. Red Devils bringing in their all-stars, Braxton Kirkland, David Bunger in the backfield, I formation, and the Red Devils are going to jump. And the Red Devils just shooting themselves in the foot. Take the gun away. 4:15 on the clock, 32-16, and Rankin not being Rankin at the moment.
Yeah, too many penalties in this game so far, and whether it's holding or whether it's illegal motion, and that's something the coaches are going to want to clean up. Because it definitely puts them in tough positions like they are now.
3rd down and 25. SpringLake Earth going to stay in that 5-1 defense. Had a lot of success with it so far. Tight set for the Red Devils. Braxton Kirkland in the backfield. Kirkland with the ball. Throws out to Escajeda. Escajeda makes the catch. Big positive gain. And that's going to push him out to about the 27-yard line. So 4th down and about 9 yards to go for the Red Devils.
Man, that was just like a little effortlessly pass by Braxton Kirkland. He just kind of chunked it over there just like playing catch in the backyard with your dad.
A great offensive play call right there.
Yep.
Aguero back on the field for the Red Devils. At center is going to be number 22 for Rankin. Rudy Escajeda. Wise under center. Red Devils keeping it tight. 5-1 defense on the field. And it's going to be a timeout, Rankin. So Rankin's going to expend a timeout right there. They didn't like what they saw. Maybe they weren't ready. But, guys, 3:37 on the clock. This is a pivotal down.
Oh, yeah, definitely. We said we're 32-16 right now. But with a team like this, you've seen last week, we can go we dropped a 22-point lead last week just like a drop of a hat.
So we got several fans out here from Rankin traveling around, guys. I love the way Rankin hits the road. We just cascade into a town like that maroon wave. Little town out there in Alabama, they try to say roll tide roll, but out here in Rankin, we say roll devils roll.
Yeah.
I like it.
Hey, I'll do a quick shout out real quick to our cheerleaders. We got Bree Harris. She's the head cheerleader. Bianca Cura. Whoa. Bianca Cura. Let's see here. That scared me, so I lost my place. Okay, Katrina Priwozniak, Alexis Aguero, Rihanna Piarta, and Tyler Ramos. Man, that scared me.
Sounds like a gunshot.
Yeah, the door slammed shut on the press box booth.
Darren Aiken looking back up here in the window like, what is going on up there?
Yeah.
Guys, what an amazing contest we've been in so far. Let's just talk about this 4th down. Sammy, Pete, if Rankin picks this up, it's going to be a huge shot in the arm for the Red Devils, but if SpringLake Earth is able to hold right here, this is an absolute boost to all of SpringLake Earth. So this is so far the biggest play in the game. Here they come. Red Devils break the huddle. 4th down. It's going to be a 5-2 defense for SpringLake Earth. J formation for Rankin. Kirkland in the backfield. Tries to draw him offsides. He drops back, throws the ball downfield. He's got Aguero.
Oh.
And off the fingertips of Aguero, and that's going to be 4th down. Turnover on down. SpringLake Earth, 1st down.
And this is a game of inches because that was almost right there, overthrown by about a foot.
Yeah.
And Blake Wise, as soon as it left his hand, he knew it. He's been a great quarterback, but he missed that one, but he doesn't miss many of those. So, Blake, don't keep your head up and keep on going because now it'll be Wolverine ball. It'll be 1st and 15 after that great defensive effort.
All right, 3 minutes, 31 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. 32-16, your Red Devils.
So the Wolverines will come to the line of scrimmage with 3:31 left here in the third quarter. And they're going to be in a balanced T look, T formation. They're going to hand it right up the middle to their big guy, and that's number 36, Keyshawn Holmes, but he's taken down by David Bunger after a gain of about 3 yards.
Key hit on that play right there. Again, this is a kid I've been saying all night, number 14, Harrison Fouts, coming in and wobbling him up.
And so that'll bring up second down at about 12 for the Wolverines.
So Harrison down there in the middle taking care of business.
And they're going to line up in a Jaybird formation. Number 1 under center, Evan DeLeon looking to pass.
Oh!
He is balls on the ground. Balls on the ground. Let's see who comes up with it. Red Devil ball.
Red Devil ball.
David Bunger busts through number 22 of SpringLake Earth, Raul Fuentes. Goes through Fuentes, gets
formation.
the ball, drops on it, and
Evan
that's
DeLeon looking to pass.
He
is balls on the ground. Balls on the ground. Let's see who comes up with it.
Down on the field fighting for
Red
it.
Devil ball.
Red Devil. And this is us jumping up and down up here.
Yeah, we get a little bit excited over here. You might have to turn your volume down on your TV at times.
So the Red Devils break the huddle. Blake Wise under center. Braxton Kirkland in the backfield. 5-1 defense. SpringLake Earth. They go to Kirkland. Kirkland looking for a lane. Bounces to the outside. It's going to be a shoestring tackle by number 22, Raul Fuentes. Now, Fuentes was a young man who just lost the ball there, so he's going to be a little fired up out there. Going to be a 3-yard gain or a 4-yard gain for the Red Devils. That'll bring up second down and 11.
All right, 2 minutes, 30 seconds. Third quarter of the game.
On the field for the Red Devils, number 7, Isaiah Martinez. Number 21, David Bunger is going to move to the center position. Number 8, Wise under center. Goes back to Kirkland. Kirkland looking for daylight in the middle. Still on his feet.
He's got room.
He's stumbling, rumbling. Switchblade play to the outside. Runs out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. And number 1, how about number 1 of SpringLake Earth, Evan DeLeon, taking on Kirkland. And you can see him picking up his mouthpiece right now. Number 1 laid it all on the line. Wasn't going to let him go. But, folks, the most important thing here, that's going to be a Red Devil first down.
It looks like Braxton Kirkland's experienced some cramps there on the sidelines.
Well, you predicted that one as well.
So from the 30-yard line, 1st and 15, 5-1 defense for SpringLake Earth. It's going to be Wise under center. It's going to go back to Jackson. Jackson with the ball.
He's got room on the outside.
He's got daylight. And he's going to be brought down, but that's going to be a Red Devil first down.
And that's exactly what he should have done earlier. He learned it, bounced outside, and he almost scored a touchdown.
Motivational
they're going to mark that one
15.
just a little bit shy of the first down.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I don't know how that would have got marked right there. But, hey, they are the refs, so here we go. That'll bring up second down and 2. And, folks, I think at home we all know that was a first down. So here we go from it's going to be about the 17 or 18-yard line. Red Devils with the ball. Wise under center is going to go back to Jackson. Jackson slides to the outside. He's still on his feet. He's following his blocks. Cuts to the inside. And, guys, that's going to be a Red Devil first down. But how about Jackson? If he slides to the outside on that play, he's screaming for 6 points right now.
He's getting a little confidence now. I just said that a while ago, and I was kind of anticipating, in the next couple games. I didn't think the next couple plays.
You start seeing his speed right there. Both those plays back-to-back, you see how fast Barrett is. And he is going to be a playmaker for the Red Devils for the rest of the year.
So number 36 with his hands on his hips, that's Keyshawn Holmes chasing down the Red Devils. This is a goal line situation. It's going to be 1st and goal. Red Devils on the march. In the backfield is going to remain number 15, Barrett Jackson.
All right, 2 seconds left on the play clock.
Red Devils, do they get the playoff? There they do. Jackson with the ball, battling for yardage. It's going to be a gain of about 1 yard on the play, and that's going to bring up second down and 3, Red Devils. So Rankin just quickly trying to get that play off. Those 35 seconds, not quite enough.
All right, and the play clock's still running at 37 seconds right now. And the game clock is running at 37 seconds. Play clock at 20:19.
On the field, Rudy Escajeda. Red Devils coming in with a big package. Number 21, David Bunger. Look for Jackson to be just behind Bunger on this play. No, they go to Bunger. Bunger battling for yards.
Oh, it's going to be right
forward
on the goal line.
And that's going to bring up 3rd down and 1, Red Devils.
See David Bunger trying to reach out and get that ball over the goal line. What a play there.
7'2"? He's going to reach way out there.
That'll be the end of the third quarter. I think
All right.
let it clock down here.
All right, after the end of 3 quarters of play, your Red Devils 32, the Wolverines of SpringLake Earth 16.
So, folks, get your 4 fingers in the air. Play along at home. Rankin moving into the 4th quarter. And one of the big things that you can take away from this is Red Devils have been facing adversity. Red Devils are in that fight. We're watching our kids get scrappy. We're watching our kids hang in there and take it to SpringLake Earth. Let's see who comes out on top when this thing's done.
2 quality football teams on the field today. And how about SpringLake Earth came in, and they're everything that they said, that people have been saying they've been, were, especially during the scrimmages in their first game. They're a talented squad, and they're going to make a lot of noise this year in six-man world.
Yeah, this probably won't be the only time Rankin sees them this year. It's going to be a long playoff road, and out here in the West, it is a difficult playoff road. So be looking to see SpringLake Earth out there as we get into those months of November and December.
I think some teams to watch for on our side of the bracket, definitely Sterling City. But then I think May Tigers, they play tonight. So I'm really interested to find out the victor of the May Tigers versus Sterling City Eagle game this evening.
I'll take May by 45.
I'll take that bet, boo-boo.
All right. 4th quarter is underway. And Barrett Jackson's got plenty of room, and he walks it in for a Red Devil touchdown.
I was going to let Pete Jackson call Barrett Jackson's touchdown.
That's my nephew.
Well, how about that? Barrett Jackson scoring his second varsity football
4th quarter
touchdown.
is underway.
Did it last week versus the Balmoral Bears.
And Barrett Jackson's got plenty of room, and he walks it in. We got to change up our kicker a little bit. Now we're going to have number 10, Caleb Aguero. He's been our defensive stud ball hawk. Now he's moving into the kicking position. Still holding the ball is going to be number 8, Blake Wise. Waiting on the snap. The kick is up. And guess what? That one is cash money right there. First one to text to 432-693-6000 gets a prize pack brought to you by the First State Bank of Rankin, a division of Texas Financial. Go see Brian, and he's got your prize packs there at the bank. And I'm clearing all the text right now from a while ago.
9:56 on the clock, folks. What a game it's been so far. Rankin had to battle for every yard out there. They do get some sliding and gliding to the outside. Barrett looking good on the first step. So, folks, let's see what happens as this game continues. There is 9 minutes on the clock. What's going to be the reaction of SpringLake Earth? And if you look at David Bunger and company out there as they take the field, this is a fired-up Red Devils. Keep the camera on number 44, Wacho Cole Train Cura. He's out there screaming, hollering, yelling, getting these Red Devils rolling.
All right, we have a winner right now, but we'll get to that in just a second because teeing up the ball for the Red Devils, like Boo Boo said, is big number 44, Cole Train Cura. Back deep to receive for the Wolverines is number 3, Etheridge. And it's going to be a little squid kick, and it's going to bounce right to the center guy, and he's going to pop right down on it. And that's going to be number 40. Number 40 is Derek Rosales. All right, and the winner of the prize pack brought to you by the First State Bank of Rankin is Raymond Quigg. He said we're sounding loud and clear in South Padre Island.
Oh, I'm jealous.
Yeah, me too. So
Raymond, don't drown out there. Don't get eaten by a shark, okay?
No, don't scare him. don't scare him. All right, well, yeah, Raymond, just go to the bank and meet Brian and get you a prize pack brought to you by the First State Bank of Rankin. And if you need to get a loan to buy some horse feed, I bet you he could hook you up.
So the SpringLake Earth Wolverines break the huddle. They're coming out in a tight set. Red Devils dropping into a 4-2 defense. They're in the backfield. Braxton Kirkland makes the first dive. Aguero's on him, and he's going to push him out of bounds at about the 34-yard line. Braxton Kirkland back there just about the same time the ball was.
Etheridge made a good move to get by Braxton Kirkland, and he did so, but Caleb was there to knock him out of bounds after a short gain.
So it's going to be a gain of about 1 yard there. That's going to bring up 2nd down and 14 for SpringLake Earth. SpringLake Earth needing to make something happen against these Red Devils. Let's see what they do here. Red Devils going to drop into a 3-3 defense. SpringLake Earth in a J formation. They go to the big 36 Holmes. Holmes battling for yards, and he's going to pick up 5 yards with 5 Red Devils on his back.
That kid is strong.
Yeah, but if you watch that number 10, Caleb Aguero, he had his hands on that ball trying to pull it out with everything he had.
And that's going to bring up 3rd down and 8 for SpringLake Earth. SpringLake Earth coming in with a new package. 2 new kids on the field. This could be the speed package for SpringLake Earth. SpringLake Earth under center. They're gonna go back to the quarterback. Red Devils in a 3-3 defense. Fake to the middle. Etheridge with the ball, and he's gonna get slammed down by number 23, Braxton Kirkland. What a play by Kirkland there. That will bring up 4th down, folks. On your feet. Let's hear it. Defense. Clap, clap. Defense.
All right, the big man's coming back in. He had to take a drink, get a little Gatorade.
Little pickle juice colada out there on the sideline. Temperature's still a big factor out there. There's a little cloud cover, though. So here we go, folks. 4th down. SpringLake Earth in a J formation. Red Devils in a 3-3 defense. And the ball, and number 15, Jackson, was on the ball. Ball's downfield. Aguero's underneath
with another one.
He's got the ball. That's going to be 7 on the year for Caleb Aguero, making his case for the Average Farms.
Oh, my goodness.
Beef it up, Defensive Player of the Year, folks. Watch this replay as Caleb Aguero in a 3-3 defense. He's going to drop back. He's got his eye on Jackson was on the ball. Ball's downfield. Aguero's underneath
with another one.
He's got the ball. That's going to be, and he's going back the other way.
Well, my prediction came true, and it didn't. We still have 8 minutes left in the game, and Caleb has 2 picks in the second half.
All right, rooting for the Red Devils in early Texas, Mike Tomlinson. You were talking about.
All right, so Red Devils have the ball, and they're in a tight Jaybird look, and they're going to hand it off to Braxton Kirkland on the route side. He makes a good move and strong run, picks up about 7 yards on the play.
So, folks, what you're watching right now at home is the Red Devils are starting to roll downhill. Let's see if they can keep this momentum going.
All right, so it is 2nd down and about 10 for the Red Devils. 8 minutes left in the game. And they have Red Devils do have a healthy lead, but things can happen quickly in the 6-man world. We all know that. And Braxton Kirkland coming off the field, and Barrett Jackson, the sophomore, back at the tailback position, right behind David Bunger at the fullback in a tight eye formation. And they're going to hand to Barrett Jackson at the middle. He's got the outside. He's going to be gone. He's at the 30. He's at the 20. He's at the 10. And that's going to be a Red Devil touchdown.
And that's the player we've been waiting on. How about you, Barrett?
We talked about that speed, and all he needed was the door to open, and that kid's out of there. You know, go to the instant replay right now. You know, my dad always said that Barrett was like a watermelon seed. You squeeze him, and he is gone.
So you watch Barrett right here as he takes the ball.
He's at the outside. He's going to be gone. He's at the 30. He's at the 20. He's at
what you just watched there was a transformation, because it'll never be the same again. Downhill Jackson.
All right, Caleb Aguero, number 10, is kicking the ball for the Red Devils. Waiting on the snap. Kick is up. And that one's going to be just a little bit off to the outside. So no prizes right now, but you can still go to the First Day Bank of Rankin, visit with Brian, and get free lollipops.
And hugs.
And he's probably going to throw something at you next time. He's going to take away our prizes. You start that up.
Brian loves hugs. I'm serious. Hugs me every time he sees me. So 7:40 on the clock, 46-16. 2 touchdowns for the sophomore on the night, and he seems to be rolling downhill. This could be a blowout 4th quarter if the Red Devils keep it up, guys. And is it too early to say that Caleb Aguero might be the most sensational defensive player in 6-man football today?
I would probably think he's in the running. All right, team with the ball for the Red Devils, number 44, Coltrane Cura. And Cole's done a really good job today with several good onside kicks. One amazing onside kick that Red Devils recovered. So let's see what he's got. Back deep to receive is number 3, Etheridge. Cole's getting his guys in line. He's up to it, and he's going to do a big boot and try Etheridge out. Etheridge will get the ball. He's got plenty of room. He's got blockers. And Harrison Fouts met him head up, and he's still on his feet. And he's cut to the outside, number 5, and nobody is going to catch him, and he is going to run that one all the way back. That's going to be number 3, Braxton Etheridge, a junior from SpringLake Earth, Texas.
Etheridge just made a statement saying, hey, this is a family thing, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, Harrison Fouts had an opportunity there, just didn't get his arms around him, and Etheridge stopped in his tracks, and it made it very difficult for Harrison to really wrap him up, because he's such a good athlete. And then you saw how fast Etheridge was as he ran down the sidelines there.
All right, big shout out. We got Mike and Marilyn Ratliff listening from home, long-time Rankin supporters. Teeing up kicking the ball is going to be number 36, Keyshawn Holmes, one-stepper. And he's going to punt that one to just about 4 miles south of Gale, Texas, against the wind. And so that's going to bring the score to 46-24 with 7 minutes, 24 seconds left in this contest.
So you've got the Red Devil offense rolling along. The defense looking really good, but they don't have a chance to get out there and do either on that play. Etheridge kind of taking things into his own hands and making a big play. That's kind of the kid we were expecting to see today.
Yeah, I'd like to give a shout-out to our new technology director at Rankin ISD, Kurt Hanna, doing a great job for the district. Also, we have a couple new hires at the school. Of course, Trace Davidson, being an aide at the high school, is doing a wonderful job and helping us tonight here at the broadcast, working a camera upstairs. And I'd also like to thank and shout-out to Crystal Anther. She's an aide for the first grade, doing a fantastic job in the classroom every day for our Little Devils. And then also we have a new pre-K teacher, super happy about this. Casey Burks we had too many pre-K kids, 23 were able to split that class, and Casey Burks doing a wonderful job for our pre-K kids at Rankin ISD.
All right, 10 with the ball for the Wolverines is going to be number 36, Keyshawn Holmes. Back deep to receive is going to be number 15, Barrett Jackson.
Keep your eye on Kirkland in the middle of the field. They brought in the big boy.
Yeah, I would kind of look for these frontline guys. You got Blake Wise, you got Kirkland, and Bunger. And that's exactly what it is. And it's going to be fielded by Blake, and he's going to bring it out about a foot.
Yeah, he smartly goes down there.
Yeah.
And Blake Wise is a junior quarterback and has a really nice touch on the ball. We're really excited about the year for him. I think he's about 6'2", 6'3", heck of a basketball
big
player.
Boy.
And really doing a good job as quarterback for the Red Devils. 7:22, it's 46-24. Red Devils have the ball. Kirkland is back in the game. He's through his cramps, I think. And let's see what happens as they come to the line of scrimmage here as we're in 7:22 to play in the fourth quarter, and they're in an I formation. They're going to hand it to Kirkland. Kirkland has the outside. Just a couple of guys to beat, and he's going to be knocked out of bounds after a nice run, and that'll be a Red Devil first down.
What do you do if you're even DeLeon? You're out there on that island all by yourself. You just hit the red-headed monster in the legs, and all he does is just slide to the outside.
Some good blocking there on the left side there in that tight formation, tight I formation. Now they got Barrett Jackson back in there, number 15. So this will be 1st and 15 from the 22-yard line as they come to the line of scrimmage in a Jaybird set. Blake Wise under center.
Ooh, little jump.
And number 7, I think, is going to move for the Red Devils. That'll be legal motion. That'll back them up 5 yards. And there's going to be a lot of halos come Tuesday morning for the Red Devils.
All right, 7 minutes, 16 seconds left in this contest. 46-24 Red Devils.
So halos as in snow angels?
Yeah, I was going to say, do you know what a halo is? No, a halo is a tire that you hold over your head. It looks like a halo, but it's no fun.
Yeah.
And so the coaches have the kids do halo when they mess up. So they will be doing some of that Tuesday for all these fall starts. They pitch it back to Barrett Jackson. He has a little room in the middle. Makes a nice run. Tackled by number 1, Evan DeLeon for the Wolverines.
So Red Devils taking it back to the middle of the field, and we're just going to keep attacking. That does take them back to the original line of scrimmage.
And so it'll be 2nd down and 15. 6:54 and ticking on the clock. Red Devils have a pretty good lead here.
Yeah, but 7 minutes, still a lot of football.
It is a lot of football. We've seen that before. Red Devils come to the line of scrimmage, and they're going to be in a balanced set, tie-dye set. And they're going to hand it to Barrett Jackson at the middle, and he is hit by the big guy. And that is Keyshawn Holmes bringing the wood onto Jackson there. No gain on the play.
Yeah, Holmes just a little too much, but if you put him just a little further to the outside, Holmes wouldn't stand a chance.
And let's see what they do at 3rd and 15. Garrett Avalos talking to Blake Wise there on the field, coming up with the right strategy to try to get the ball in the end zone.
All right, well, we got a little lag in the play real quick. I just want to do a quick shout-out. Matthew Howard, he's the one of the radio TV guys for Borden County, came up and introduced himself. Heck of a nice kid, super polite. He liked our setup. So, all right, back at action.
And that's an I formation. They're looking to throw it. They're going to throw it to Isaiah Martinez. Catches it in the flat. Nice throw and catch. Nice route by Isaiah Martinez. He's gained about 7 yards on the play, so that'll bring up about 4th and about 9 to go for the Red Devils. And so big down here. Let's see if the Red Devils can punch the ball in the end zone. And we don't want to give the ball back to SpringLake Earth after that. They have a little bit of offensive momentum after that big run they had last time.
Yes, sir.
All right, here we go. Slot Jaybird, and there's a jump again.
Jump again.
Man, it'll be another 5-yard penalty. And
now that's going to be the second one for number 7, Isaiah Martinez, on this drive alone.
Yeah, they're trying to do a hard count, but that hard count's catching the Red Devils and not catching the defense here. So now we have 4th and 15. 5:15 and ticking. Red Devils come to the line of scrimmage. Jaybird look. They're going to look to throw. Braxton Kirkland can run or pass. He's under a little pressure. He's going to dump it. And it's hit Isaiah Martinez in the hands. He drops it, so that will be a turnover and downs.
So that's going to turn things over. SpringLake Earth with a little shine of light here. Let's see what they can do with these 5 minutes, folks. The score is 46-24. SpringLake Earth has got to put this thing in the end zone in the next minute or two to give themselves an opportunity to stay in this game. So they're going to mark the ball down at about the 22-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 15, SpringLake Earth. If you're the coach for SpringLake Earth, you've got to be thinking one thing. 3/4 of the earth is covered by water. The rest is covered by Aguero.
Yeah, throw the ball the opposite side of the field.
He's doing a little Deion Sanders out there today. So SpringLake Earth coming out. They're going to spread things out. Watch that matchup out there with number 7, Isaiah. Red Devils in a big spread defense. They go to the outside. Etheridge has the ball. He's on the run, throws to the corner, and he's going to overthrow number 18, but he had his eyes on number 23 the whole time. Credit that to number 23, Braxton Kirkland.
And number 14 put a lot of pressure on the quarterback back there. He broke down, had a good base, and put a lot of pressure on Etheridge, and he wasn't able to get that ball thrown the way he wanted to because of number 14.
Yeah, Harrison sure gets back there fast.
David Bunger and number 14, Harrison Fouts, making their own case for the beef-it-up defensive player of the game today. SpringLake Earth is going to come out. They're going to spread things out. Red Devils are going to spread out in a 3-3 defense. Aguero back on one side. I don't think they dare throw that way. With the ball, number 1, DeLeon throws downfield. In coverage is number 7.
Number 7.
Number 7, Isaiah making the pick. You can't throw anywhere on these Red Devils. How about you, number 7?
Isaiah Martinez turning around for the ball, playing the ball like a wide receiver, doing an excellent job here
back
defensively.
On one side. I don't
and
think
he
they
follows
dare
that
throw
wide
that way.
receiver,
With the
keeps
ball,
his
number
eye
1,
back to the
DeLeon
quarterback.
throws
And by doing that, he's able to
in
track it
coverage is
down.
number 7.
Number 7.
Number 7.
Great play on the ball, just like a wide receiver would.
And you saw that replay right there, folks. You see Isaiah, he had a couple little mess-ups on offense, but he completely makes up for it.
All right, so Isaiah Martinez with a heck of a play. So it'll be 1st and 15. Red Devils, 4:45 on the clock. They come to the line of scrimmage on the right hash. Brock Wise is going to hand the ball to Jackson. Jackson can't go anywhere. And the 2 fine athletes there to stop him, right? And it's been about a 2-yard loss, I think.
Yeah. Well, it sounds kind of like a broken record, but that number 36 just got in there really quick, and Barrett had nowhere to go.
Yep.
Harrison Fouts was in a battle for a half second with 36. You see him. He's adjusting his chin strap right now. So Holmes is a real deal for SpringLake Earth.
Yeah, this is a good team. I'm not sure what district they're in, but, man, I'd be surprised if they don't win the district and they go deep in the playoffs this year. And they're going to hand the ball to Jackson. He's got the outside, and he is going to make a great run, a run of about 11 yards on the play by Barrett Jackson.
That's a little bit of a statement run right there by Jackson because he's coming to the middle, pushes number 18 of the defense, Trace Goodman, back about 3 yards on contact.
All right, and the clock's still ticking, so 3 minutes, 49 seconds left in this contest, 46-24 Red Devils.
Now, they marked it all the way back down on 31, so that – I thought he got a little bit more yardage than that, but they're going to place the ball on 31. Will be 3rd down and about 6 to go for the Red Devils. They come to the line of scrimmage, and they're going to be in a Jaybird look, standard Jaybird. Barrett Jackson is the tailback, and they're going to pitch it back to him on the sweep left. Ball's on the ground, and it's still on the ground, and they pick it up. SpringLake Earth has the ball, and that's Etheridge, and he's going to go in for a SpringLake Earth touchdown.
And that's just a great defensive play by SpringLake Earth, and Braxton Etheridge, if you'll watch him, he picks up the ball, then he looks back at a Red Devil, stiff arms him, and goes all the way. Jackson got to be beside himself right now, and that's going to give him a little life. That's going to put him a few more points within Rankin, 46-30 at the moment.
All right, and kicking the ball is going to be number 30, Keyshawn Holmes, and he's just a big mountain of a man. You know, now he looks like he's backing up for 2 steps, so you want to see if he can get it out of the county line this time.
And that's a 2-possession ball game right now, and if he makes this kick, it'll be a 14-point spread. Anything could still happen in this ball game.
Oh, and it's kind of a bobbled snap, and we got the Red Devils all in there.
Oh!
Well, man, that was a beautiful little move by number 8.
So here's
Blake
an interesting
Wise.
tidbit right here, though. Let's say Blake Wise intercepts that ball right there and goes all the way down that field. It's worth 1 point. Really cool little rule there. So on that last series, guys, we are Red Devils. We're used to adversity. We see things happen like that. What we do is we dust ourselves off. A young man from Rankin, Texas said it best in a song, "I've been knocked down by the slamming door, pick myself up and come back for more."
I want to hear you sing that, dude. Come on, man.
3:19 on the clock. 46-30 is a score, and this is back to the 16-point lead Rankin had as a cushion going into halftime, folks. Pete, how are we looking on this fourth quarter? Tyler Etheridge has got to be on fire right now.
You mean Braxton?
Braxton.
Yeah.
Braxton Etheridge.
All
Wow.
right.
That's a flashback from the past right there.
All right, let's see here. We got Braxton Etheridge teeing up the ball for the Wolverines. Barrett Jackson back deep to receive, but I'm going to think that Barrett's going to be out of this. I think they're going to pick on the front line guys because it's in the watermelon deal, and it's not even going to get close, and Red Devils will take over the ball. You know.
See, now, Aguero is creeping up to the ball.
Yeah, I seen it.
If you'll see David Bunger and Braxton, they're like, get back.
All right, so Red Devils have the football. 1st and 15, a 16-point spread, 3:19 to play in the game.
All right. Sammy, when does time become really crucial for the Red Devils?
Well, you know, right now, both teams have more than – I think the Red Devils have 2 timeouts and the Wolverines have 3, if that's correct on the board, and I think it is. And so time is not a factor yet for either team when you're only talking about 2 scores. And so the Wolverines, if they stop us, they have a chance to get back in this. But we got to put the accelerator down and score right here.
Right.
Red Devils have the ball. They're going to pitch it back to Kirkland. Kirkland has some room on the right side. He's running through, slicing and dicing.
Oh, my goodness.
And that looked like it may be a first down. Let's
And
see
it
where they
is.
spot it. No, they're going to spot it just short, about 2 yards short. So a pickup of 13 for Braxton Kirkland on that sweep to the right side. And just short of the first down, 3 minutes and ticking. Now, if the Red Devils score, then it becomes really crucial for the Wolverines, and then time is definitely a factor.
And size a factor there. Number 23, Kirkland with the ball. 36, let him slide to the side. He didn't want to take that head-on shot, and Braxton took off.
And so 2:46 and ticking. The Red Devils have the ball. SpringLake Earth may decide to start using timeouts if during this drive. And Kirkland to the left side, he is looking for space, and he has not much place to go, and he's going to be stopped short of the first down. That's going to keep the clock moving, and 3rd down. So now it's coming crucial, Pete.
Right,
2:23, a 16-point game, and Red Devils have the ball. And you know what? Sometimes it's okay not to make the first down because it gives us more time to kill the clock. You know, as soon as you make that first down, you get another set of downs. So that may give us an extra down or 2 right here, given the fact that we only have a couple yards for the first.
All right, and the clock goes right at 2 minutes right now. 2 minutes, 1 second left on the game clock.
Yeah.
8 seconds on the play clock.
J-Bird formation. Let's see what happens here. And they're going to hand the ball up the middle, smartly so. And that looks like it's going to be close, but just short. And that'll be 4th down.
Oh, man.
You know.
Well, Sammy and Pete, what I wanted to say was if Rankin picks up this first down, they're holding out. So if they pick up the first down, they're immediately going into a timeout.
Yeah.
And I'm talking SpringLake Earth.
Yeah, they're going to have to start utilizing their timeouts if Rankin makes a first down right here.
And if they don't, then it becomes up to us now to start play clock management.
And let's see what happens. Big down right here. This could be the ball game. This play right here. 4th down in about a foot.
1 minute, 19 seconds on the clock.
And they're going to hand it up the middle. He's going to have a lot of room. That could be a Red Devil touchdown. Let's see what happens. He's brought down on about the 7-yard line. Great run by Braxton Kirkland, and that's going to be a Red Devil first down.
And Braxton Kirkland took a monster shot by number 30, Kane Tovar. And Tovar, we were talking about earlier, that is Marlena Chambliss' kid there.
All right, with under 1 minute, 58 seconds left in this contest. Sammy, do you do the victory formation here?
No, I do not. I'm going to try to get that ball in the end zone because they still have timeouts according to that board.
Yeah.
As long as they have timeouts, I wouldn't go to victory formation. I can't believe the coach on the other side of the field has not called a timeout yet. They're letting it run.
Yeah, they're letting it run. Barrett Jackson's going.
Interesting strategy.
All right, 1 second left on the play clock, and they do the victory formation.
So maybe the board is not correct. Maybe they're out of timeouts because they sure could have saved a lot of time if they called a timeout there.
Well, if it doesn't, what this does is force them to use a timeout. But no, I think SpringLake Earth is going to concede the game here.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's hard to make good judgments when you don't know how many timeouts either team has.
Right.
And they showed that SpringLake Earth had 3 timeouts, but I think they're all expired. So.
Well, folks, what a hard-fought game out here in Borden County today. Big respect going out to SpringLake Earth. SpringLake Earth, definitely a quality program. And one thing I really liked about watching SpringLake Earth play out here today, that is a well-coached and a very clean ball club, and you love watching good, clean ball games like this.
Yeah, congratulations to Coach Avalos and the coaching staff for the Rankin Red Devils. Thank you, Red Devil cheerleaders, for doing a fantastic job tonight. Also, Bobby Templeton and the Rankin Band marching at halftime, doing an awesome job with low numbers, and we're excited about the season that our band's going to have, and we're super proud of our junior high athletes and also our varsity and JV volleyball girls doing an excellent job this year.
Yeah, I'm just so excited sitting here right now because this is our second game of the year against 2 of probably the best teams in Texas, and we've prevailed. So man, the future for the Red Devil football varsity football team looks really good right now. I mean, you talk about these tests. Balmorhea was not a pushover school. Number 36, number 3, number 40, those guys are not pushovers at all. They're probably some of the toughest contenders we'll see all year long. And I'm really proud of our boys, and man, I'm really proud of these other guys. This was a clean football game. I mean, they might have been talking trash on the field, but as far as you can see as a fan, man, it was just a clean, well-fought battle.
Well, folks, all I got to say, I feel a little bit like Jimmy Johnson here. How about those Red Devils standing tall out there here in the state of Texas? Big games, big football, and they continue to roll downfield, folks. From all of us, Don Wyatt, Paige Lopez, Pete Jackson, Sammy White, and myself, Boo Boo Bear, on the Red Devil Network. To all of you at home, we love you, and good night.